welcome everybody. Late night Sunday edition of the Stretch Run. Welcome everybody. Late night Sunday edition of the Stretch Run. I'm getting bad feedback. Hold on. Welcome everybody. Late night Sunday edition of the Stretch Run. I'm getting bad feedback. Hold on. Welcome everybody.
Feedback go away?
Yes.
Super.
All right. We
Feedback
have
go away?
Los Alamitos.
Yes.
Oh, it's still
Super.
echoing. All right. We
Feedback
have
go away?
Los Alamitos.
Yes.
Oh, it's still
Super.
echoing. All right.
Is this thing on?
I echo when you
Is this thing
talk.
on?
It like echoes.
Hmm.
Chris, I echo when you
Is this
talk.
thing on?
What about now? I think you all can hear it's echoing really bad, though. It's not now, though. Chris, it's not echoing now. But you're on mute, so FYI. Sorry, everybody. That was a bad echo. Chris, you could try to unmute. He says no. Okay. Well, Wiz, can you hear me? I think you guys can. Welcome. We have the Los Al 2 million trials tonight at Los Alamitos. Chris just jumped off, so he's going to jump back. We have Sunday Night Football. Minnesota is playing tonight. It's going to be a good game, I think. You know, it's interesting, the NFL right now. My Seahawks just lost. I was not surprised by that, but tough loss. But you know, I think there's a good Sunday Night Football. We have great Monday Night Football tomorrow. But tonight, Los Al 2 million trials, you know, there's 14 of these. I will tell you, I'm not going to hang for all 14 with you all. I do have my kids, but I'm going to hang with you all for a few hours. This is great racing. This is when I first started playing horses, I played Los Alamitos because it was at night on the West Coast, so it made it easier. I didn't play a lot during the day. But EquinEdge, it's a great tool. The pace number and GSR are your friends when you play a quarter horse. I will tell you, the early part of this is tough. You know, we'll talk through some races. We got the first post in 9 minutes, and you know, I think it's there's a lot of coverage on this too. You know, so there's great coverage on. You know, TVG has great coverage through FanDuel, and Jose, I know, has a ton of people. Caleb's going to be on, and Nick Hines, if you know, those are all great handicappers and know Los Alamitos. So, you know, they're great to watch tonight. But, you know, I've always wanted to do a show on Sunday night like this because it's where I originally kind of started playing horses, to be honest. So, you know, in quarter horse, you know, it's on nights like this, it's great betting. You get amazing value. There's a lot of great value here because Chris is back. Because you have young 2-year-old horses, and horses can improve, and there's some great horses. Let me try to add Chris back, and we'll see if sound is okay. What's up, brother?
Does it work?
I mean, I can hear you. I'm not echoing.
All right. I had to restart. Good to go.
Sweet, brother. I was just talking Los Al 2 million trials, you know, how it's very tough in these races because you have very young horses that can still improve. But, in 14 races tonight, y'all, I mean, every one of these has, I didn't see if there was any scratches yet, but probably not much.
No, not very many at all.
And you're going to have big fields, right? With, post problems, watch inside, man, can be nasty, especially if you don't break well. Chris, what are your thoughts playing Los Alamitos from a post position standpoint?
Well, I mean, outside has always traditionally done better there. That being said, horses on the inside aren't bad, but you want to see if they've had any experience with those. And a lot, if you click on lifetime here for this group, you will find that they haven't run very many times. So you're not going to get, these aren't older horses that don't like to be down on the inside. Click the lifetime tab. Yeah, so I mean, the most you've had is like the 6 who's run 8 times, but you've got horses that are run 2, 3, 5, a little bit more established. The 9 is taking a lot of money here. The system
sure is, man.
Top. We'll note that the track is not on fire, so it hasn't been hitting, but that at Los Al is a mixed bag, because a lot of nights you get 5 or 6 of the cheap thoroughbred races and very few quarter horse races, and tonight is all quarter horses. So, hey John, what's going on? I can't bring YouTube up, Justin, so you're gonna have to monitor the chat there. But I'm gonna look to do a double here, and when I do a double, the system is telling me if I do it at $5 base and I plug in $25, it wants to go 4-9 here. Which is the top 2 picks for sure. I get that win percentage wise. I think the 9 is going to float up a little bit more, and then it wants to use the 1 and the 4 in the next leg, which is the second pick and the long shot. That's an angle I like. We'll talk about that a little later, but that's a nice one as well, especially when the second pick is top win percentage. So. But I feel like that if you're going to go with the 9, you go with the 9, or you throw it out altogether if you're playing a double. I mean, if you like it and you like the long shot in the next and the second pick, I'll tell you what you're getting there odds wise, but it's probably pretty good. So 6 minutes to post. There is an early pick 4. I am not playing it. It looks to be very difficult, where I could miss all kinds of different ways. So I think I'm going to do a double here to start, and then rolling pick 3s. But 9 to the 1 is paying 12 to 1, and 9 to the 4 is paying 24 to 1. So definitely some value there. The 9-9 combo is the shortest price in the grid for 5 to 1. But probably 9-1, 9-1, 9-4 for me. I'll do it a little bit more weighted. What are you going to do? The 3 is interesting as well, because it's only run, I think, 2 times, and it's hit the board both times, and it was close both times. But your big issue there is the GSR, I mean the SOAR, right? It really hasn't run against anything, and its GSR is not really in line, I don't think. 8's top GSR.
This race, brother, is so freaking hard, man. If you like the 9, great. I would single the 9, to be honest with you. I'm gonna play a vertical here 100%. And I love the EquinEdge long shot here, to be honest. I think, the horse can improve its second pace. The 4 is the top pace. The pace is always going to be very good. So, the 8 horse is interesting at 14%, I will tell you, because it's top GSR. And, it gets back to 400. It didn't run well in these, but these were tougher here. So these were tougher trials at Ruidoso. So this horse could improve for Heath Taylor and Nicasio. I mean, this horse could win the race, to be honest, at 14 to 1. Would not surprise me one bit.
The only thing on the 2 is that if you look at the trouble lines there, which is obviously very important in these shorter races, getting out, this horse has had nothing but trouble
I
And
know.
he wobbled last time, and
I
he
know.
still won the race. So he's got to pick up another 100 yards, and his GSR goes off the chart. 40, well,
Dude,
not off the chart,
this
but 15
this
points is nice.
this horse, I play a win play show you on the 2, and to be honest, the horse can win the race. Put some more on the win. You know, I am going to play, you know, as a saver, a 2-4-8 exacta box. I'm going to then play just a 2-8 exacta box, and then I'm going to play the 2 over the 8. And I would place the 2 to win or win play show. But I think the 2 could really improve here. This is not a great there are much better trial races to come, I would say. And this thing could be wide open. If the 9 doesn't win, the 9 could win, though. I just don't trust this horse completely. I mean, it did run really well here. You know, way back here, it romped, right? I mean, left them in the dust. So, you know, I mean, this horse could really win and be the chalk of the race, but I'm not taking 3-2. Just no way.
I'm going to add the 6 to your little concoction there. And I'm where I'm at in that is I changed, since you want to do a exacta and whatnot. I did your exacta for sure, just how you said it. And now I'm going to do a 9 over 2, 4, 6, 9 super. I'll play that for 50 cents.
I gotta try, y'all. We'll try to listen. Chris, you want me to do it, or are you doing it?
I'll do it. Let me flip over to where that is at. I don't want to mess with the computer since the sound is working. It's over here somewhere. Man, that 9 today at Aqueduct, we'll have to talk about that after the after the race. That was a good one. All right, we're not close to the gate. I've got a minute to post.
There's that's what I'm playing, you all. I'm playing a 2-4-8 exacta box with then 2-8 and then 2 to win, and you could play 2-8 cold as well. I mean, I'm going for all value in this race to try to kick off the night. I'm gonna try to beat the 9 for sure here.
All right, well, let's do a double. 2 to the 1, 4, and let me get you the last one. 1, 4, and the 9. Actually, just do 1, 4. That's what I'm going to do, and then do another one, 2 to the 9, and play that one a couple times more since the 9's the big favorite.
This is great racing, y'all. Though I mean, it's very. These are tough races. You know, the 9 gets outside post, so I could see wanting to play the 9. To be honest, David, happy Sunday. Daniel, thanks for being here. John, Wiz, I love it, man. You know, they're not quite at the gate. Chris, you want to type something? You know, I can put something up for you too, if you want me to type it in.
I'm doing like I said, a 2-1-4 double, the 2-9 double, along with whatever you did.
I love it. You said 2 to the 1-4 double and what?
2 to the 9.
In the daily double too, or exacta?
No, 2 to the 9 in the double. Okay. I did that one at twice the amount of units I did the other one, since it pays shorter. And we are live on Twitter too.
The 2's 20 to 1, you guys. I mean, win, play, show. I just and play something else with it if you want. But I mean, the horse it's 20 to 1 for a reason, but it is also the EquinEdge long shot for a reason. I would tell you, I mean, that horse it shouldn't be 20 to 1. You can play it in tries. You can play however you want. But, I mean, at 20-1, I'd play at least a win play show.
I'm going to do a try box also, 9-3-2.
They're approaching a gate, but they still got a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks like great weather, too, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, I'll get the sound on here as they get a little closer. I might be a little bit behind you.
Chuck, welcome, brother. They're approaching the gate here. I am playing it completely against the 9.
Then we're probably going to see something beyond measure tonight.
I got to tell you, he looks like he was in a different league than every other shooter in that final. He's not the most professional gate horse. He's still not breaking as fast as others, but when they give him the path, it's over.
Once they flip it over to Rona, I'm a little bit behind you.
Oh, are you? I'm just streaming straight off the, not, just the track feed.
Yeah, I don't have the track feed available on the second audio source, but I'm usually behind Oldie by a lot, so not a big surprise.
Why don't you just let me play it through my iPad?
Okay, do that.
All right, because they're at the gate, y'all. Great night, 14 races. I mean, it's a good one to start. There's some nice horses coming up and some great racing. I mean, these are one of the best Sunday evenings of racing, I will tell you, of the year. Pick in race 4, Roy. We'll get there, man. Unless I can try to tell you really fast, but they're loading. I'm gonna turn the sound on. Hold on.
They're about to move into line. Moving Holden for number 8, AJ King Crown.
I like the GSR horses in race 4.
Into the gate.
The 6 and the 9. Favorite City, the 9, and then 6 Relentless in race 4. Rory, I think that those horses are going to be tough from GSR, both of them. The 3's potential player as well as 7's long shot. I mean, but I like the 6 and 9 in that race, in race 4.
Change happens and ecstatic ready.
About half loaded.
Loading beneath replacement jockey Justine Claver. Again, Jimmy Dean Brooks late arriving. His replacement in race 2 on number 5.
Jimmy Brooks not there yet.
Jimmy's airplane broke down.
The gate, ready.
All right, y'all, here they go. They're about to break.
Arizona's 6-5 as he completes the line. They're ready for the first of 14 trials. Racing, ABC Corozonas begins splendidly out wide. Mambasita off nicely from the inside. Picasso in the fire.
9's rolling on the outside. Gonna probably win for fun.
AJ King Crown. It's ABC's Corozonas.
It's gonna run a good race.
Powering home in the opening trial. ABC's Corozonas laying down a mark.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the 8 horse with the GSR. You got betted all the way down to 9-2. But 9 made that look easy.
98714. We had no combos there.
That's okay. I didn't love the 9 there, man. I mean, I let that horse beat me. That's why. I mean, I was with you. I wasn't playing a pick 4 there. I didn't like it, because I didn't like the 9 horse all that much, and that horse won pretty easy, which it made sense. We talked a little bit about it, but I was playing against here, but took all the money. But there's a lot of banging around. The outside trip there really helped the horse too, Chris.
Yeah. Well, you want to go to Mountaineer? We got 1 minute.
We can, man.
Race 4.
Sunday Night Football. You have Denver here against Minnesota. I talked a little bit when we joined. We will go to Mountaineer, but Jordan Addison, I think, has a great night tonight, is what I would tell you if you're playing sports bets. I think he could get 4 to 5 catches and easy, probably 60 yards, and he could potentially have a touchdown. So that would be my bet tonight. In fantasy football, man, I need Ty Chandler. I will tell you, Chris, I need about 40 yards or a touchdown. He's splitting time with Madison in Minnesota. So I'm just behind in a fantasy football. I think I'm behind by like 4 points.
Close.
It is very close. Nicely done, Anthony. You played with the 8. It probably paid good a little bit with the 8. Well done, brother. I'm not a big fan of Denver. I in Seattle we watched Russell Wilson play, and I was glad we got rid of him. But Mountaineer, wow, did you look here? The 5 is obviously getting a ton of money. The 10 looks like a play to me, man. 18% morning line likes it 4-1. EquinEdge top pick. I play the 10.
Yeah, I'm doing the 10 as well, and I like it. I like a 10-6 exacta.
Then play the 10. Easy.
Hold on.
Just have to bust them for the 10.
Oh, they went. We'll see who wins. The 10 looks up on the front.
Moving up then, as I said, hey,
Sprinting 5.5 here.
a little. There was no room for her. On the inside is Brody's Jessica and OK Baby well back as they run to the 3/8 pole, and the leader is
7's a bomb at 58-1.
Second is Shelley the Rocket. Inside Mamalona, followed in between runners by Riverview Stevie, and out 4 wide as I said, hey. Then comes Dancing.
The 10 took tons of late money. It went off at 2-1.
The rail there, and OK Baby, just as they swing for home. There's room now for Brody.
Look at that bomb's like game on the inside, man. But the 6 or 10 gonna probably have the 7's measure. The 10 not gonna get there, man.
Not much room for Brody's Jessica.
6
just in front, getting close to home, and Dancing
2 rolling.
Wins by
6, 5, 10.
Jessica, third with Riverview Stevie.
6 was 7-2.
6, 5, 10. Damn it! I had the 6 and the 10. Oh well.
I love that, Anthony. When I grew up, I didn't listen to a lot of Green Day. I knew who they were because I listened to gangster rap, and I listened to like hip hop and stuff. But that's awesome. I've never seen them. I love live music, man. It is, to be honest, probably my most favorite thing in life. I will tell you, Chris, I'm sure does too.
Yep, absolutely.
That's cool, man. My whole family is Canadian, Anthony. My cousins and I were the firstborn in the States, but that's awesome. Yeah, the 8 couldn't. That horse was for sure live there. That was a great race, though. Football just started too. It's kickoff. Minnesota has the ball, 3rd and 1. It's this time of year for football is great. It really is. Like you have just Chandler's playing. Oh no, that's Madison.
Go.
Dobbs tried to run the ball on 3rd and 1, and he got hammered and fumbled the ball, and Denver got the ball.
Oh, that's terrible.
I definitely knew I should have picked up Denver's
Defense. Denver does have a good defense. All right, we have another 10 horses in the next race, though.
Yeah, until they gave away 70 points in Miami. I mean,
yeah, I don't know what happened there. They're much better now. That was a brutal game.
Oh man, to get 7 touchdowns or 10 touchdowns scored against you. I mean, how demoralizing. Oh yeah, he just fumbled that ball right into that guy's hands. Here we go.
Yeah, it was crazy. Denver got the ball. Well, let's jump. You want to jump back to race 2? Yeah. We could talk racing earlier today too. The system, I don't know if anybody played the system. Actually, I only played a little bit of racing. What's up, K Reed? 194969. Is that your pick 3 now? Los Alamitos race number 2? Or is that from the first race? I'm guessing
it's got to be here. You can't play a pick 3 in race 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, man.
I did most of my damage last night.
I know you did good, man. That's awesome.
Quarter horses, Remington, but Lone Star was probably the best for me.
Well, they had big racing last night, right? So late Lone Star, they had their grade one.
Race 8, race 8, yeah. That was the one. I mean, the system nailed that. That's a $113 try there for $1.
I mean, this is similar to what we're looking at tonight, y'all. So nighttime, quarter horse, same thing. You have 400 yards here. This is from last night, but big racing, right? Stakes race. Top pace, man. Top win. Probably top GSR. Top, yeah. I mean, every single measure, man, had the one horse.
Yeah, and if you sort weight percentage wise, you had to get rid of the 10 and the 3, and that's what my try was. One went to 4-6 and played it for $10. And
EquinEdge
12 and above.
Crushed the try cold 164.
Yeah, I had a nice double there.
Trifecta paid 112 to 1, man. Wow. Yeah.
And those you got to just hit multiple times, man. Don't get cute and play it for 50 cents and $25 ticket. Do it just the way you can dial it up.
Yeah.
But tonight, and what we have next at Los Al, let's take a look at that.
I mean, the one is the top win and, has a big pace figure. It's second. 4 is the EquinEdge long shot, BP cartel policy. The 10 horse got outside post, has the top GSR, a good pace figure in 87. I'm probably just looking at these top pace horses, to be honest, y'all. The 1, 4, 9, 10. K Reed likes the 1, 9. That does not surprise me. I think that the 9 doesn't win as the top pace. I mean, I think the only question on Think Again Kev to me is just, I mean, this horse did win a 66 here, but then didn't run in the Golden State Million. Does come back to 18%,
The 10 just didn't run well last time. I mean, he ran an 8K trial here at 400 yards, and, he was 5th, kind of way off of it. Down on the inside, more or less. He's won from the 6 out of 8, and he's won from the inside, but I don't know, man. I have a feeling this horse is going to break outside because he's never been at the outside post. And that's the only danger of the outside, just like the inside, they break inside or to the right, which would be even worse. But I don't know about that 6, even with the top GSR and the top pace. The win percentage is saying no. Soar-wise here, this one's tough because they're all so close, except for the 8, who is currently, I think, at 2 to 1 on the 8. Yeah, 2 to 1.
What's happening here with this horse? Talk to me, dude.
Well, I mean, it won last out. It just broke its maiden back on October 15th.
At a healthy, like nearly 6 to 1.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, its soar isn't anything exciting, and its GSR isn't anything exciting. So, we don't have access to staging to go back and look at that race and find out if it was worth anything. But GSR Plus is telling you that this horse just doesn't want to go any of these distances. So that could be it doesn't have enough info on the breeding, but somebody likes it. I mean, Jock Trainer at 17%. The second lifetime race for Angel Soul Trainer is 15% out of 39 samples. So I would say play against the 8 for me if you're going to follow the system, which I don't always blindly do, but it's 1 for 1. I think it has to improve a lot.
I didn't get a chance. I mean, well, I'm looking. I have the in-house feed with me right now, so I have Chris Wade's picks. If you know Chris Wade, he's always does the in-house feed for Los Al. He does a great job, to be honest. He's been around a long time, and I appreciate the work that he does. He has the 4 on top over the 195. So I mean, he likes the 1, which isn't surprising. Opt in. I mean, yeah. I think this is a horse that a lot of people. It is not taking much money, but great handicappers going to see this horse.
Yeah, and I've got the consensus up, which is 6 different people. Is it 6? No, it's 7. It's 6 different people. Rona, Jose, a few other Los Al dudes, and including Chris Wade. And they have this one as opt-in at the top pick, the 1. The second pick was BP Cartel Policy, the 4.
Yeah.
And the third pick was Think Again, Kev. So 1, 4, 9, they're all exactly like the win percentages are, which is a combo of the top ones. The thing is, do you really believe they're all going to run 1, 2, and 3? And I would say the answer is no.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably play a pick 3 here. We still have 8 minutes. I love that Los Al, though. It's like perfect amount of time, to be honest. Allow you to handicap and look at a race, and especially on a night like this, man. I mean, I'm watching in-house feed. I mean, it's like, it's the real deal. I mean, everybody looks forward to this night and like get to bring their 2-year-old, try to qualify for, Los Al 2 million. I mean, and these are all young horses, right? Which is awesome to see.
Yeah. And you typically don't get a ton of upsets here. Where you do get a ton of upsets is when you look at race 4 and you see that a lot of the combatants have multiple winners, and also at least 1 win at the distance, which is the top 5 win percentages have that. So the 5 I like somewhat in that race because the EE Morning Line likes it. It's got 3 wins. It's got the kind of yellow that I like to see. Mainly run from the inside and now going to be coming from the middle of the field. So that's something that I'm probably going to single in a pick 3 along with no, I'm just going to single that one there and let the system tell me. I'm going to go 1, 4, 5, 9, 3, 4, 9, 5. That'll be my pick 3.
Hold on. Tell me. I'll pull it up. I'm going to do a pick 3 too. We're going to play different horses in the 4th race, so that's good. You're going to single to the 5 in race 4?
Yeah.
All right. What's the deal with this 4 horse then? I mean, this horse is single?
Which one? In the middle leg?
Race 3. Political rivalry. I mean, 49% top pace. I mean, pace is always your friend in quarter horse, man. And GSR. I mean, this horse is not lost. It's 6 for 6. Won the Ed Burke. I mean, are you trying to beat this horse?
Yeah. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to do the pick 3 this way. 1, 4, 5, 9, 3, 9, 5. And then I'll play it again and I'll single that 4.
Oh, here?
Yeah. In race.
Are you playing this 3, 4, 9?
1, 4, 5, 9, 3, 9, 5.
Oh.
And 1, 4, 5, 9, 4, 5. Play that to the 4 a few more times, obviously. It's cheaper.
I must play it for like $8. Yeah. That's Chris's play. Hold on. Can you guys see? No. There you go. All right. Is that right, Chris? Okay, Reed, that's amazing. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
5 minutes to post in race 2. I looked Gulfstream Park early, but I didn't like it. I played Churchill early and did well. And then I played a little bit of Big A, and I actually did. I didn't play a lot today, but it was good. I did not win yesterday, so it helped.
No, like I said, yesterday was good to me. I did a little bit today, was down, and got it all back, plus like a little bit on the last race at Coldstream. The system liked the 8. And I was like, I don't want to. I wasn't really enamored with the Del Mar card, so
I didn't play it either. Yeah, I think there was one play on there. Actually, EquinEdge long shots did really well there, y'all. You know, we'll look at. I want to look at Del Mar after this because there was one horse I wanted to play there and I didn't, and it won. The EquinEdge long shot won like either back to back or 2 6 horses. But we have 3 minutes till post. You know, the 9 horse is the current favorite here. That's Chris's pick 3 right there. The 9, you're using the 1 4 5 9 here in the first leg, and then the 3 9 in the next.
Yeah, and then I'm doing another one with the same digits, but swapping out the middle leg to the 4. And I played that one a few more times because that one is a very logical horse. And I don't think the 5 is going to be the favorite. I don't think the 5 is going to be the second or third choice. So probably get a little bit decent of a price there in terms of the pick 3 place. And the dollar base at Los Al, you definitely get way better wheel pace and you do it 50 cents. And then I think there's another pick 4 starting in race 5. And that's where you kind of get some chalk in there that you might be able to leverage into some prices.
This is you know, I mean, we got 2 minutes to post, y'all, so we still got a couple minutes. I mean, I think in this race, this is I guess the toughest of the. I mean, I don't know. As the one, just you have the 1 and the 9, both the inside and the outside. I mean, those, you know, both those horses. Ken, welcome, brother. Good to see you. I'm glad you came by.
I can still see the chat now. Hey, Kenny, what's going on?
There's Justin's pick 3 right there. K Reed's up here. K Reed playing the 1 9 over the 4 9 over the 6 9. And then that's Justin's playing. He's singling the 9 here, which I could see.
I mean, this 10 at 9 to 1, you have to talk about it to a certain extent because its numbers are good. Win percentage isn't the best, but it's the next one out of the double-digit group, which is always a killer. You know, 6 starts, 2 1 and 1. Any info?
If this horse doesn't break out, man, it's probably going to win the race or come very close to it. So it just has to break well and not break out. But I mean, both these horses are top pace horses. I mean, I think I'm looking at just a 1 9 10 here, but I never like tossing the long shot, especially when it's that high of a win percent.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely deserves some level of a backup bet for sure.
I don't know if the 4 is a favorite. I mean, this horse has been romping. I mean, the win percent even goes up, which is crazy, y'all. I mean, that's like wild, although it is lower than it was in the last trial. But
you going to the gate?
Yeah, they're crossing over. They still got a long ways. The gate they got there's all the tons of track. Gate's not even in place, man. What's happening?
You want to talk about that night they put the gate in the wrong place?
Oh no. Well, I mean, you are welcome. I'm you got. For me, I did just fine because my bet, but that wasn't very cool, man.
That was terrible.
Oh, that's your try, Justin. Good luck.
It was absolutely 100% terrible. I had that horse singled in like every single thing you could think about.
Yeah.
I had a huge bet across the board. And then it was like, and then they were like, there's an inquiry. I'm like, what the hell? There was like nothing obvious that had gone wrong.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, we put the gate in the wrong place. And I'm like, you know how many times that's happening in thoroughbred racing where they just leave it be, let the results be. I don't know. What do you think that pick 4 would have paid like $15,000 that night?
Yeah. That was crazy.
Unfortunate. 3-0 Denver. So you don't miss Russell Wilson, huh?
No. Dude, the one's getting crushed here. I mean,
Yeah.
this might just be 1-9.
You're going to see that all night with the consensus picks, right? I mean, people look at these things. These are the public picks. You know, these are the wise guys. Rona, Contreras, Professor G. He runs the racing office. I don't know who George Duarte is, Chris Wade. I don't know who the hitman is, but those are the guys. So,
oh man,
he's a hitman. The biggest favorite on the night should be in race 6, and that's Train Station 5, Train Station V, Train Station 5, however you want to say it. But that should be the biggest favorite of the night. This one opted in at 22, and the next one is Political Rivalry at 26. But I'm telling you, man, a couple bad steps here or there, and these guys, you know, you can see some favorites not do well.
I don't really like the sequence, to be honest. I always like to single. I didn't really find one. I mean, maybe I just decide on the 6 or 9 in the last. It's probably the easiest way to do it.
All right, looks like they're getting close. I'm going to watch it on my phone, so.
All right. I'm going to turn the sound on, y'all. Race 2, Trial 2, Los Alamitos. It's the trials for the 2 million Los Al Futurity. You know, there's about, I don't know, 130 horses tonight, 14 races. We're in race 2. They are loading. That's my pick 3. I don't really love this sequence, to be honest. K. Reed's pick 3 was up here, 1-9 over 4-9 over 6-9. You know, I was thinking about maybe just trying to find him like single the 6 or the 9 at the end. I don't know, to make it $12, but I'm just gonna leave it.
Thanks very much, Nick. A very good evening to you and
Chris's
Jose.
pick 3 is right here. He's 1-4-5-9.
Using a flipping holder.
I think the 10, to be honest, I talked about that horse kind of when we talked about this race. I'm using this horse over the 5. It's a good GSR. It's an outside post. It has a lot of trouble, you know, but this horse is still very young. And, I mean, Cruz Menendez is a great jock, you know, and he rides this horse again. So it's loading. 10's about to load. Good luck if you played.
They're all in, set to go. Racing. A collision between BP Cartel Policy and the High Road. The High Road was eliminated. Think again,
wow.
Kev, he's a good
you know,
reason.
5 done. 9's trying to get there. 8's running a big race. I mean, 8's 9-1. 9 might get up. Looks like it. 10 gonna run a good race too, but 9-10.
And BP Cartel Policy finished 4th.
The 10 ran a big race. We talked about it. You know, I mean, ends up running second at 7-1. Broke really well. Didn't break out. Broke well. There's a lot of drama in the middle of the track, you know, so that's be careful. There's a lot of, that's where you can get favorites. There's one in the next race, you know. The 4 could be really tough, but, you know, the outside posts are going to get good trips. 9 wins.
Think again, Kev, is the unofficial winner. Photo second.
But 10 might have gotten up for second. It was very close. Inside broke well, but the 8 just couldn't hold on. I mean, that horse just not quite good enough. Might have held on for second, though. The 8 might have gotten second. I don't know how fast of a time that's going to be. I'll be curious. I love 9-10 for you, Anthony. I mean, the 10 was very close, man. It hasn't been posted yet. Still just 9. Can you play the 9-8? Oh, you guys are playing against each other. One of you is going to win. Good luck. Maybe you'll get a dead heat, man. But, and then you both will win. But I love that you both had prices underneath, which is nicely done underneath the favorite with the 9.
The 7 finished second, right?
No, it's either 8 or 10. Ken has the 8 and Anthony has the 10. I talked about the 10, right?
I have the 10 too. For second.
Ken has the 8. You have the 10, and
I think it's the inside horse that finished second.
I mean the 4 destroyed the 5. I mean, that was the 8 was the insiders. Maybe they might dead heat, man. It was so close. They still haven't posted it. It's still just showing the 9. I have
Time
this.
is 20.02 seconds. We'll have it in thousandths momentarily. 20.02.
Still only the 9 is posted.
I think
Good
it's
luck, Wiz.
if the 10 didn't stumble out of the gate.
Didn't break awful, but yeah, it didn't break out, which just ran straight, which was good. But yes,
Out of 4.
still have not shown. This could be dead heat for second.
Now, second
Now.
goes to number
Oh,
8.
the
Angel
8.
Soul.
The
So
8 got
it's
second.
Good reason.
Yep.
Fourth home 4 BP.
Sorry to many of you. Ken, well done, man.
9, 8,
Ken
10,
had it.
4. In thousandths, it's 20.024 seconds.
It's going to be
9-8 exacta paying 23 to 1. Well done.
it's gonna be insanely close. I'll be curious to see the photo. It's probably brutal.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, that took forever. I just assumed it was going to be dead heat for a second. That was crazy. Well, think again. Kev wins.
Well, Justin, there's another one going off from our friends in West Virginia. You've got a top pace horse that's 1% that is 8 to 1 morning line that's currently at 40 to 1.
All right, where are we going, Mountaineer?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I got video up. Race 5.
7.
They're about to go.
Yeah, 7. The 7 is top pace. Needs to lead. Obviously.
No, race 5 is about to go right now.
Oh, race 5. Sorry, I was on the wrong one.
Can I pick up the number 1?
2 money bags, the 6 and the 7. If you're into those.
They already went. Looks like the 4 broke best. The 2's right up there, you know. 5 didn't break all that good. It was sitting behind, but the 4 got the lead. The 5's going to try to like stock off the pace. The 7 do the same, which is a big price at 35 to 1. That's one of the EE money bag horses. The 4, though, just going to try to sit the trip. The 7 is running really well. We'll see if it can sustain the bid. I mean, big price at 35 to 1, and then 8 Whiskey Sunrise as well at looks like about 19 to 1. But the 2 might be tough on the front end. Secret Sanctuary. The 7, we'll have to see if it has any horse. Horse still has horse. I don't know if he's going to come second. We'll see. The 2 probably going to win. The 2 is the second pick, EquinEdge. What'd you get? 7 to 2. Not bad. Ken hit the try. Would the try pay? The try must have paid really good there, man.
Yeah.
I'll go back. Race 2. Big favorite in race number 3 coming up.
Yep.
Ken hit the try for $2. That's well done, man. 111 to 1. Well done.
Well done, Kenny.
Not 9, 8, 10.
All right, 15 minutes. We had a 1 to 5 shot, 49%. Just all yellow.
What do you have?
I mean, the 4 horse here in race 3 is currently 1 to 5. I mean, political rivalry is not lost to race.
The ticket generator, when I run it, it $10 base on a $40 ticket. It wants to go 4, 3, 6, 3, 4.
Are you talking about in a pick 3?
Yeah.
And are you singling this horse?
That's what it wants to do.
Oh yeah.
Like go to pick 3, go to $10.
Even if it's just. Oh.
Yeah, you go to $1, it's gonna you gotta clear it all.
What do you want this to be? What denomination?
$10. Pick 3.
All right. What do you, $40?
The budget I did was 50.
Do you single the 5 in the next?
No, you got to reset your the B set there. You got horses locked. Clear, go to clear and clear all races.
No, I know, but I thought that. Okay. All right.
That's what it wants to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's using the top 2 pace horses here. I mean, this horse, I mean, it makes sense. These horses are probably, they look to be the 2 toughest. The 3 could be even a single, maybe, but the system likes the 4 as well. That's an outstanding pace number on this horse for a luxury brand, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
the 4 would have to be your single here. I did try and beat it and in a couple races before, but let me get off of Mountaineer.
I think, I mean, when I look at, to me, the 9 could maybe beat this horse. I don't know. I mean, this horse has been dominating and running really, really well. It's now stretching out for the first time 400 yards. So that's, to be honest, going to be the biggest question mark.
Yeah, because you get the GSR drop too, right? 72 to 67.
So this horse extremely excelled at 350 yards. So, if there's a knock against the horse, that's the knock. It won't get 400 yards would be the biggest thing here.
Yeah, but it's still, even at the distance, it's still top GSR over the 8. The 8 is the second one.
Yeah.
None of these ones that have run the distance before at 66 to 60 have won. 3 of them run second. The 8 being one of them.
What are you saying? Oh, a 60 SOR?
Yeah, well, if you look, the 4, even with the GSR drop, is still top GSR, right?
Yeah.
So the next 3 top GSRs, actually the next 5, have all run the distance before and haven't won it. The 8, 3, and the 7 have run second at the distance before.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And are very close to that 67. So if you think that 4 is going to regress even a little bit, and those other 3 can improve, and then you got to go look at trip too, right? And then, what the class they've been running against as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the 9 horses, all these other horses, you're going to get insane value. The 1 is taking money for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's 7-2 currently.
Look at this 6 horse. Pull that one open. Let's see handy view on. Sorry, not the 6, the 3. Ready for it.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you see here? You see that it's 1, 2 out of 4. Look at the soar in the last race in a trial. It just missed because it drifted a bit from the inside. It's all middle of the field, call it. It's still sort of inside here, but look at the soar in the last race, 70, and the GSR is 62. It's a 62 again. It was a 17% win percentage. It won as a 42. It won as a 27. The 3 could be a player here. Maybe not in the top spot, but certainly is eligible to run second, right?
I mean, I think the EquinEdge picks have this race, to be honest, in my opinion. I do think the 8 is a little bit interesting. I don't think the horse can win the race, though. I think it can hit the board, though. So I think the 3 could win. I think the 9 could win. I think that if the 4 doesn't get the 400 yards, that's why. I also think the horse could just like smoke him because that's all it's done, to your point. And the GSR only drops 5 points. So, I mean, this is a very nice horse, right? But, I mean, to your point, Ready for It nearly won a 70 Futurity Trial, right? So, I mean, drifted early, gained and missed at 400 yards. And so, this horse, I mean, can 100% improve and win this race at 17-1 currently, 16 currently to my left.
I'm going to just do exactly what you said. I'm going to do it exact the 4, just to the picks. 4, 9, 3.
Are you boxing him?
No, I'm singling the key in the 4. Not keying the 4, but putting the 4 in first, 4, 3, 9, and then a 4, 3, 9 try.
How much are you going to play this for? $5?
At least.
So, whoops. Yeah, that's probably what you're playing, right? For an exacta 4 over the 3, 9.
Mm-hmm. And then a 4 over to the 3, 9, 3, 9 try. Just hit the picks, like you said.
That's what it looks like to me here. To be honest, I wouldn't get. I do think the 8 maybe could hit in a try. The 7. You could probably argue the same case for Crystal Odell. I mean, it ran really well in the 64 trial. It still hadn't broke its maiden though. This horse has not won a race yet. Like that'd be my biggest concern on top, but maybe runs underneath somehow. They got to get this horse some. In my opinion, they tried here, so I applaud them. Like try to get the horse a win, and then they do come back here, which I mean I get it. It sucks. This horse has been facing it's been in all Futurity Trials. Whatever happened here, they missed the July, Riadoso, so and then missed here again. So as it shipped over, so I don't know. Maybe it's a little. I don't think that horse can win, but maybe interesting to try. But I like the EquinEdge picks here. I mean, that Chris is singling the 4. I tried to play against this with 3, 4, 9, and my pick 3 that was there. I like the 6 and 9 in the next. We just have rolling pick 3s probably at this point, right, Chris?
That's what I'm doing. We'll look at the pick 4 when we get to the 5th, or the 5th or the 6th. I think they have one. Maybe it's the 5th. Favorite Nova.
Yeah, it's a good call, K. Reed. And as Ken said, the 3 can be problematic at the start, break out and take out the 4, which is a good point. I mean, it's not uncommon that this is a tough post for the 4 horse, to be honest, because look, been in the outside post. It was in the 3 post here, but outside post, and it was in the 4 post there. But only verse 8 and now verse 9 here. So, the source has been okay. I mean, it obviously breaks really well, way well, drifted out, way well, broke in, small, kind of, maybe bobbled here a bit. I mean, you could see this horse breaks well most of the time. But to Ken's point, I mean, this horse is off slow, drifted, broke in, came in. I mean, there could be all types of traffic. What's the 5? This horse, antsy off slow, steady, broke out, bumped start, roughed up. There's a lot of, there could be trouble here for the 4 inside, although the horse does traditionally break well.
Yeah, I think the 4 will outbreak the 3. you just need the 3 to break really good here and stick with the 4, because 4-3 exactly isn't bad as well. That should pay nice. Even 17 to 1, you got a little bit of odds discrepancy there. The 4-3 exacta is paying 11 to 1. So the 11 to 1 is certainly not representative in the win pool, because the 3 is 17 to 1. That 3 is going to come down at the end when we get closer.
I'd like to. I mean, we talked a lot about the 3 already, right? Ready for it. I mean, you have Cervantes riding for Monte Rosa. I mean, 299 mounts, it's at 28%. I mean, this Cervantes is, of course, going to get off the 5 to ride this horse. You know, Ayala gets taken off to ride for Cesar Alba, but you know, Cervantes is going to ride this horse, right? I rode it for its 2 starts, and then Ayala rode for 2, Chris. So, you know, Cervantes gets probably the pick here, you know, and then you have Jose, you know, Ayala drops down to right for Cesar de Alba. But I think that in this case, this horse is alive for Monte Rosa, man. I mean, just missed last out. So
one thing I'll tell you here too is that Jose likes the 1 horse here.
Kicking Famous.
Yeah.
I mean, that horse took money early, man.
Yeah, he did. I just wonder on the GSR if that 52 is good enough. He's run a bunch of times. You know, he had trouble, but when he broke, you know, those 2 races back in July when he won and August when he won, when he kind of got out there, he was good. But you know, Jose watches way more of these replays than I do. But
yeah,
so that's certainly something to keep in your cap. But it just probably is all about the 4 here. So, you know, I'm going to play a super. I'm going to single the 4. I'm going to put Jose's 1 in second place, along with the 3 and the 9. And then I'll go all in the next, because all in the last never really helps me, with the 1, 3, and the 9 in fourth. Play that for 20 cents is $7.20. So if you get a price in third with any of those prices in second, should be good. I'm going to get rid of the 9 in second. Just sucks value out. So 4, 1, 2 all. 4, 1, 3 all. 1, 3, 9.
I'm playing just a $6 pick 3 here. Oh no, that's not what happened.
What's your digits?
No, hold on. That's not what I want. Hold on. I'll show you. I'm just playing this cheap, man. I don't. I'm gonna try to beat the 4 here, though. This is where I'm gonna try to find the value, and use the 3 and the. Oh, hold on. I lost my sharing.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm playing. They're crossing over right now, so we have some time. I like the 3 here. I think that the 3 here, you're getting just insane value at 15 to 1. Cervantes for Monte Rosa. This EquinEdge long shot. I mean, I think the 4 could be tough, but I'm trying to beat it, and then I'm singling the 3 in race number 5. Like, hey, I think you just, in my opinion, it's probably the 3 or the 4 here that win the race. And
who's your second and third? Hurry up so I can get it in.
Where?
No, this is your pick 3 here.
Well, yeah. Can you see? Oh, 3, 4, 9 over 6, 9 over 3.
3, 4, 9 over
6, 9.
I can't see your screen, so tell me what it is again.
Oh, it didn't. It should share. Oh, it's not sharing. Sorry, y'all. There we go.
There we go.
349 over 69 over 3. I'm singling out there. I'll play it for $5 to play it. So it's a $30 bet. I'm going to try to beat the 4 here to try to find value. That's Wiz's exacta.
All right, I got it in.
I like the 3, Chris.
All right, I'll be back. This 4 gonna be tough. You need him like go to his knees to beat him, I think.
All right, Al. Sorry, Chris is kind of out. We have race. He's coming back. My 8-year-old was telling me about Sunday Night Football. I love it. My kids, they play fantasy football, y'all, and we play a lot of sports, play baseball and basketball and everything, but they love it, and watching. Looks like Minnesota is going for a 34-yard field goal. Horses approaching the gate at Los Alamitos, race number 3. Appreciate all of you tuning in. This has been awesome. We never really do a Sunday night show, but Chris and I play and always have a lot of quarter horses. And if you missed in the beginning, this is what I kind of grew up playing. I've only played for about 10 years, maybe 11 years now. But, I used to play a lot of Los Al at night. So I love being able to do this. 4-horse, big favorite here. I'm trying to beat the 4, and I'm playing the 3 here. Cervantes for Rosa. I think that this horse is the EquinEdge long shot. The 9 could be tough too. The 4 is 6 for 6, has not lost, is, won the Ed Burke grade 1, and then won a grade 2 last out. So, I think that this horse is the horse to beat. It breaks well. Usually it should be able to clear, so we'll see. I'm trying to, I think the 3 is interesting as a big long shot. I think that, this horse ran really well at 400 yards last out, so I think could improve here at this trial for Mountaineer Rosa, and Cervantes gets back on after Ayala. Cervantes probably gets the mount back, to be honest. So I think, Chris is playing. I know, he likes the 4 some. But I'm playing. I'm trying to play that pick 3 and beat the 4, and then I like the 3 again here at 14-1.
No Cantel has been schooling in the gate. He moves in.
3's taking late money, bet down all the way to 13-1.
Kick and Famous has been in and out of gate 1 a couple of times.
Tough. Definitely the toughest load of the night so far. It's been uneventful for the most part. You never know, man. These are all babies as 2-year-olds. Biggest night of their life. They're almost loaded. We're waiting for the last on the outside.
5-1 second elect will complete the line.
Political Rivalry, your big favorite at 2-5 in the middle of the course.
Set. Political Rivalry turning the head to the left.
Hopped.
Rivalry hopped.
It's going to be very tough to recover from. The 3 broke well. So did the 7. Come on, 3, get up. 9's running well on the outside. Political Rivalry is going to. The 7 going to win. Looks like the 7. Yeah. 7 wins. Blows up the board at 22-1.
In a big finish to race number 3, noteworthy for the first career defeat of Political Rivalry. It went amiss for him.
Hopped. That was brutal. I mean, I did not have the 7, so if one of you beat the 4, I hope you use the 7. I did not. I was using the 3 and the 9 to try to beat the 4. But 4 hop bad, brother.
Yeah, not good for the 4 at all.
Oh, 8
I thought the 9 was going to have a chance there, but
I think the 8 won the race. My 8-year-old. Oh, the 8 did. I thought the 7 won. My 8-year-old was standing here watching, telling me. So, Wow, that's a great race though. But that's what happens in quarter horse, man. You hop like that, you just cannot recover. It's not happening. Not versus a field like this.
No. Yeah, the 8-1.
Yeah. Well, if you had the 8, good job, y'all. My pick 3 will be down. We'll start over. I like the next race. So
that was one where if you settled on the bottom win percentages, you had a pretty good chance because the one was kind of running well as well. So
all right, y'all.
All right, Mountaineer, 2 minutes.
I love it, man. All right, allowance optional claim. Mountaineer race number 6. Let me pull up video just to make sure. We got a couple minutes. They usually post drag a little bit. Oh, let me turn down the tunes. We'll catch them at the gate here in a minute. Big pace horse, 1%er. I mean, this horse going to set the pace, I'm guessing, Cindy Storm, but probably stopping would be my guess.
I would think so.
You know, wired in a 44, but stop.
Well, the eight's going to go with it, right? I mean, the 8 went on the lead last out.
Here? Oh, yeah. I mean, this horse, I mean, they went 8 furlongs. They're going 8 here again. Yeah, I mean, you would assume that they're like, oh, I mean, the thing is, this is where I'd be curious what the pace was in this race. Was this just like a paceless race? But to your point, but the 7 is so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
The 5, what is this? Is this horse going to try to rate? Has it ever been able to rate? No.
Well, back
in
Mahoney Valley.
Yeah.
In 22, it was on the mud, but not so much.
Yeah, those races both were in the slop, winning. I mean, way back here, you know, I mean, this horse has shown the ability to do it. Has never really improved out of 52s though, and this is at the, you know, this horse is in for a claim, but I don't like it. I mean, I'm looking somebody off the pace, man, which is obviously where the public's going. I guess the 1, 3, or the 4, right?
Well, yeah, the 1's the big dropper. The 3 is in at the same level, and should be running late.
Yeah.
The 4, level running at the same level, but needs that one back from August at 8 furlongs.
I'd probably play the 4 here, in my opinion. This horse is dropping. That would be my play. High rolling dude. If I was going to play a horse here, I'd play this horse at 7-2 and try to beat the 1. I just play the 4. The 1 or 3 are good. I mean, they're 2-1. You're getting a little more value on the 4. I mean, the 7 goes to the lead. The 8's going to follow. The 7's going to be too fast. Probably going to just kind of tire each other out. We'll see. 4 and 5 going to just try to like sit off this pace, which they're probably cruising along, would be my guess.
So those stable mates, the Ray Ginter stable mates, back at the tail of the field.
24 and 2.
There's an inquiry at Los Al on the 2nd through
they've moved out by about
2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, these horses are just kind of winging it out here together. I'm assuming these are backing up. I mean, the 4 and 5 going to try to sit off. I talked about the 5. You know, they picked it up in the second quarter there. You know, the 8's still on the front end, but here comes the 4 now. The 5's coming. The 7 stopped as we expected. That was pretty much going to happen. The 6 is definitely coming. The 4 running good. The 6 is definitely running best. Here comes the 3 on the inside. The 3 just slipped through. It's 6-5 favorite. The 4 is still running on the outside. Get up, 4. Come on, 4. Here comes the 1.
It's Dixie Drawl in front. Maximum Impact.
Looks
on
like
the
3
outside,
gonna
High
win.
Rolling Dude
3-1.
Trying to spoil the jitter party. It's Dixie Drawl in front, though, from Maximum Impact. Dixie
Favorite
Drawl
wins,
by
6
2
to
lengths.
5 favorite.
Maximum Impact.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what kind of expected in that race. But I tried to beat the 3 and ended up going off favorite. So there's an inquiry on all these second place sources. But how do you have an inquiry from 7, 9, and 1? What is happening here?
I don't know. I didn't see a whole lot.
I turned the sound on. The 7. I don't know. The 7 cut over, but it was well clear of all those sources. Why is the 1 part of the inquiry? The 1 is running on the inside. I don't understand. And then the 9?
You got Lone Star up there.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm behind you. Hold on, let me get to the screen. There you are. Sorry.
Here you go, man. No, I'm watching the race here. I mean, I don't even understand why there's an inquiry on all these horses.
I don't either.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, one thing I can tell you is that the gate is in the same place for all the races tonight. So they didn't move the gate.
Well, they moved it. They took the 7 down.
Huh?
They took the 7 down. I'm guessing there. I kind of saw the video, and they moved the 1 up for second. They took the 7 all the way down. I have the sound on. They'll announce it here in a second, y'all. So the 7 comes down. The 1 then gets placed for second. It looked like the 7 maybe cut off the 4 there or something. Was I think the problem.
All right, 9 minutes to race 4.
Minnesota's getting the ball. They're up 10-6. I need to check my fantasy score, man. I was only behind by a few points. Oh, I'm still behind by 0.15 points.
Wow. That's tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stewards are disqualifying number 7. As you can see, number 7, A Political Walk, has been disqualified from second and put back to 6.
Put back all the way to
behind
6.
Number 4, Political Rivalry. So the amended and official placings, 8193. $1 exacta, 297.10. $1
Wow,
trifecta, $1,602.40. 10-cent super factor on the amended
Blows up
numbers,
the board.
8193,
13-1 over 14-1 over 5-1.
174.49.
300-1 exacta. 8 over 1.
In the 4th race, another late jockey change. Francisco Calderon,
9 horse runs
once
third.
again replacing
$1,600
on
trifecta.
number 5, Favorite Nova.
Wild, brother. That was a wild one. That's what I like to see, though. I like stuff like this. This is, you got to find them, though. They're hard to find, but they're there, right, brother? I mean, you played more quarter horse in your life than I have.
Yeah, so we're going to go to race 4, which is now 16 minutes away, according to what we see here. So the question is, can we beat this 6 horse?
I thought this at 6-9, man.
6-9?
That was my thought on this race. I think these are both well-bred. They use GSR. This horse maybe even want to go longer, maybe. But, both of these horses are bred really well for this distance. I just think they're going to be tough. They both have great pace figures. I mean, maybe the 3,
this is one where you, if you look at lifetime, you'll see that all these horses have run at least 4 times. There's a number of them that run 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and have wins. Multiple wins is what we're really looking for here. And when you look at that, you're seeing the 6, the 3, the 9, the 7, the 5 has 3 wins. Any wins at the distance, and 1 for 1 at the distance. And then the 8 is also won twice. but not at the distance. First distance for it at a 57 GSR. 9 is top GSR. It's 1 for 2 here at this distance. It looks like it either wins or it runs off. The 6 is pretty consistent being right there.
I didn't, normally, I would love to watch a little bit of video, and I would have, this is a race I would watch here, I guess, from what happened at the Golden State Million, for this horse on the 9. But, and these were all tough trial races. It didn't win the allowance. So I think that this horse, may not, I just saw that it was between either the 6 or the 9, just from the breeding side of the GSR. But this horse has had trouble, so I think could be a question mark. I mean, the 6, right, Chris? I mean, this horse has been running for these races and ran second in the million.
Yeah. But look at the 7. I mean, the 7's at a decent price right now. 1 for 2 at the distance. Third
EquinEdge long shot too.
Yeah.
I think, you have the right play, K. Reed, 6, 7, 9 here. I'm with you. I would probably do the same as I start over. My early pick 3s being out I didn't have either one of any of those horses in the last race that were close. So, well, the 9, I guess, finished third. But, I mean, this horse I think could be a use, I mean, the 8 is only 2%, I think that, what about the 3, Famous Cartel Jesse? I mean, a 60 GSR has a win at the distance, race last out in the million as well. So the 3 was in the million with the 6, right? As well as the 9. They all raced in that Golden State Million Futurity grade 1. Probably nobody else, because to have 3 of them in this race is a little crazy. All these horses, Chris, so they ran in the trials. So you can look at all 3 of these. The 6 horse ran back here, right? Won its trial on 10-8. The 3 on 10-8 ran a 20.07. The 6 ran a 20.09. And the 9 ran a 19.97 in those trials.
The 9 ran the fastest race? Is that what you're saying?
And the trials into the Golden State Million, correct.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it didn't really run great. It finished 6th, where the 3 finished 4th and the 6 finished 2nd. So the 6 finished the best there in 2016, 2034, and then 2038. So even though the 9 had a faster trial into the Golden State Million, the 6 still came out of the race better. So, this horse, and you don't have to crush your trial, to be honest. You need to probably win for the most part.
Yeah, you just got to, I mean, the times are close, and times matter here where they don't in thoroughbred racing. But the 7, I mean, at 2021 winning, can it improve off that? That's the thing you got to ask yourself. And the GSR, certainly fits at a 69 there. I know you're third behind the 9, but, possibly a 9-7 exacta here, and figuring out what to do with the 6, who, is still right there time-wise as well. 9, 6, 7. The 3 is the second pick, so we got to look at that one. Times are right there as well. Any improvement, a steady effort in a grade 1, going back to a trial for another grade 1 for more money.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, but, it broke its maiden cheaply at 300 yards and then won a trial, got into the big one, and wasn't able to deliver, and without any trouble either. That 3.
Yeah, I mean, this is the horse. I mean, you kind of look here. This horse had the fastest trial time. This horse then ran the best in the race. So this horse, the 3, though, does come back as the second EquinEdge pick and jumps up to 21%, though. So
it does, but it doesn't check the box in a bigger GSR group for me. This is tough, man, and it'll like this one will likely come down to the break again with the last one. The 6, when you go look at all of the 6's runs, it broke in air and bumped back in August and still won on the lead. You can't really label it a horse that gets into a lot of trouble, but you can see what it's got there. I mean,
I think this horse is going to be very hard to beat, would be my opinion.
The 6?
Yeah.
No, I don't doubt that. I mean, but that's not going to stop us from, trying to beat it, right?
Oh, of course. Or however you play it. I mean, yeah.
I'm going to start another pick 3 here and see what I'm going to throw the 6 out altogether.
Okay, Reed. So you're saying in race 6, the 8 won the Golden State Million? That must be what you're saying. Train Station V. Yep, sure did.
Yeah, Train Station V is going
Remember,
to
this horse is 75% to win.
Yeah, that's the single.
5.
That's the single in the pick 3 for sure. That's where I'm going to land. But I've got to throw out the 6 here, or I have to construct a pick 3 where I single the 6 and then find something in the next.
I'm playing this probably cold, I would guess, is what I'm going to do, I think. I'm switching this, though. Yep, I'm just doing it like that. That's probably what I'll do. I might play something else here in this race, but I don't know, man. I'm going to try to beat the 4 here with the 3. And, yeah, Train Station V, Train Station 5, I don't know, but that's going to be a tough horse to beat. I mean, the 2 is not a bad horse, to be honest, but
the consensus in this race, in this next race upcoming, is the 6, and then the next one is Rocking with It. They're a little bit more diversified here. Rocking with Energy, Luxury Wheel, and Favorite Politician in the middle leg to Train Station V. And the 8 is an interesting one in the next race that could improve. GSR is kind of low.
Favorite Politician?
Yeah, that was one they had on their sheet.
4%. I mean, yeah.
There were 2 guys that picked that. Rona picked it, and the Hitman picked it. And that was it. Rocking with Energy was the top pick there. But that gives you some value in there as well. If I like your cold bet, which was, I'm going to go punch that one right now before I forget. What was your cold bet? 6 what to rock?
I think so, man. I think I'm just going to try to not get tricky and just play this, like, I don't know, probably 10 times. Probably what I'll do. And I originally liked the 9 here some, but I don't know. I'm hoping maybe we're gonna hit the chalky part of the card here. I mean, you could try to beat this horse with the 2, but I just don't. I don't really see it, to be honest.
If I was gonna try and beat anybody here, I'd try and beat it with a 7
in the first race.
Yeah. And
no, yeah, I think if I would play, maybe that would be for like $3. I really like the 3 and 8 here, so you're gonna get good value at the 7 and 9 to add a couple horses. That's how I'd play it, I guess. $3. I already played the cold for 10. I played this one too, though. This is the leg I'd be the most concerned in. But,
well, the long shot in race 5 is the 5 horse. Race 5, the 5 horse. Noon it is.
Mm-hmm.
Running 3 times, it doesn't look to be, anything really exciting here, right?
In this race?
Yeah. No, in race 5.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know how this horse is the long shot. I mean,
Yeah.
it did win a 50, but like, or it hasn't even won a 50, but it hasn't won.
You think this horse is gonna run well? The 5?
I don't think so. It's not screaming to me that it is. What's screaming to me is the 3, right? I mean, if the 3 breaks well and gets out and goes, it should be good. It broke its maiden on the inside at 220. At 440, it had a little bit of lug-in problems on the outside. And then the 4, Rocking with Energy, that's the top win percentage. And, kind of it just not breaking well other than the maiden win. So do you think that 4 is going to get out and go? Beyond that, you get into all kinds of different things. Morning Line isn't helping you much on any of these other ones other than maybe the 9, which is second off. But it's been running against tougher competition and getting a good GSR at 8-1 Morning Line, 6-1 EE Morning Line. You get the top jock. Heath Taylor is 22%.
Costio gets off the 5, yeah.
So maybe it's the 9 on the outside.
To try to beat the 3 horse here.
Yeah, I'm going to do a pick 3. I'm doing a bunch of bets, but I'm going to go 7, 3, 9 to the 8 and see if you can catch a price here and then look at some horizontals.
Yeah, I don't think I like any verticals here. I mean, I think that either a 6, I don't know. That's still, I'd probably just play the 6 over the 7, 9 or something. If I do think the 7 is the horse that could run a good race, and you talked a lot about that horse. You're getting 10-1, so to me, that's where the value is here. That's probably, I play 6 over the 7, 9 in an exacta.
Yeah. I mean, I could pivot to a super and make that a $42 bet and go 6, 7 all for $1 for $42, and then hope you get a price somewhere else. But the 6 certainly looks tough here. But we said that about the 4 in the last race too, right?
It's quarter horse, man. It's you got to find the right race that the favorite's gonna hop like that, and you have some horses, and you're set up. I was surprised the 9 didn't run better there, but they're approaching the gate. Race number 4, Los Al 2 million Futurity Trials tonight. 14 of them. This is the 4th, so there's many more to come. It's a great night of racing. It really is. Wiz, thanks for being here. Ken, Bay Area Music Lens. 3rd race. The 3-horse seemed to have an issue right at the end of the race, and the jockey tried to pull him up. That's no good. I missed that, but I hate hearing that. Rory, you need the 6 in your pick 4. Good luck, brother. I know you asked in the beginning, and I said the 6 and 9, so I'm still holding true. I think the 6 for me. The 7 would be the horse I'd be scared about, but you're getting 10-1, but good luck, man. Oh, the 3rd Bay Area, the 4 horse. Yeah, I mean, the horse hopped, man, to start the race, so maybe something happened. I hate to hear that for a horse like that that's 6 for 6, though, especially the connections. You have a lot of hope, and that happens. It's brutal.
Yeah, that sucks.
Disappointing night. You come one of the biggest nights of the year. It had won some amazing races already. So, yeah. Rory, your 6 is I would assume it's not paying much, but you're alive, so 564. That's not bad, man. You had the 8 in that last race. Dude, well done. That's why that's paying. I was thinking it would pay less, but 564 is the favorite. You know, there's like balloons here on other horses, 20 grand on the 1, the 2, the 4. 6 is the favorite. 564. Good luck, man.
All right, let's get a winner.
What do you?
I almost
Are you okay?
I don't play football.
Ken, what do you? The 8 are unbelievable compared to the win place odds. Are you talking about as it relates to in the pick 4? You must be.
Would be my guess.
I mean, I bet that's just because so many people probably singled the 4
In that race, I bet. So you're getting much better odds in the pick 4 than win place, maybe? Is that what you're saying?
in the last race.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I agree. I mean, I guess if you spread there, and Rory, good job for doing it. I thought the horse was vulnerable from 400 yards, but I mean, just didn't. When you hop, you're done in a trial like this. So, race 4, they're about to go. Good luck, Rory. Get your 6 home, man. That's a good payday.
Is ready.
$564.
Famous cartel Jesse Sneaky Kid. Looks like Check and Cartel.
Looks like the 8 is the last to load.
6 Unrelentless. Set. Racing. Our favorite city is ducking outwards very sharply, very erratic.
9 like broke out really bad. 6 broke bad. The 5 is EquinEdge long shot. The 6 is getting through. Get up, 6. Looks like 8. 21-1.
From Unrelentless. Third is either Fearless Prince, Favorite Nova, or Favorite.
Telling you, man, night like this is very hard. 2% horse checking cartel gets the win, blows up the board in the will pays. I mean, 3,600 in the pick 4. Wasn't anything like the 1, 2, or the 4, but you still get 3,600. Rory, good try, man. The 6 almost got there. Finished second to the 8 horse at 18-1. The 9, the problem is, man, the horse broke out towards the parking lot. And like you do that in a quarter horse race and it's not happening. The 6 broke bad as well. The 9, I mean, the 9 came rolling.
Number 8 is first. Check and Cartel defeating 6 Unrelentless. Photo third.
And you just can't break out like that, though. I mean, it's the problem for a horse like the 9. The 6 didn't break great, and the 8 wins the race 18-1.
18-1 on that 8, huh?
We're with you, and they're tough, man. Tough trials. They are. That's why it's a fun night, y'all. Hey, Chris, can I hop off for a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
You want to share your screen, or do you want me to leave the screen on something?
Hold on. Let me get over there. And
Yeah, take your time. Take your
share
time.
something, and then you can go do your thing. Hold on.
I can't. So I'm gonna just stick with my 3-8 in my pick 3.
9 horse. I mean, this horse just looks like chalk too. Wow. It's not bred that well, though. Yeah, use a long shot there, maybe. Try to get value. That's such a big pace number, though. My goodness. Those are like huge pace numbers.
Well done, Ken.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Did you flip me over?
No, you ready?
Oh yeah, I see it.
You're good. Switch your tab.
You're on TPG. There you go, man.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So the 8 there, just go back and look at that and see how Kenny got to the 8. Checking cartel, winner, back first time at the try at the distance. GSR, yeah, a little bit low, but first time at the try. 2-year-olds, you never know how they're going to perform. 8-1 morning line, 18-1 off odds. So nice job there. We'll flip over to race 5, where we've got another 99 square with the 3 luxury brand. 2 for 4, no win at the distance. So let's go look at that. You've got 4 that have tried it and a bunch that have not, with some parity here at the top 3 and some prices here underneath for sure. The 2 is probably attractive at 9-2 to 9-1. Bunch of trouble. It broke well in its maiden, hasn't broke well since. 17% on the trainer and 81 tries off the layoff. And your jock trainer combo there on that horse is 22%. So not, I wouldn't overlook this one, that's for sure. These all have chances. Anybody can improve it too. A race where you don't have a lot of horses that are run. The 3 is obviously 2 for 2 and with 2 seconds. So not surprised to see it to be at that price. I think that'll even out a little bit more just based upon the competition. So we should look at the outside horse, who's currently 49-1. Hit the gate, finished second in a 7-horse field. Doesn't appear to be one that will do much, but you've got 20% trainer Heath Taylor. He's 22% off of this layoff at that price. That is evened out back down to 7-1. So, what do you guys like? Anybody like anything here? Huh? Yeah, I do know where you got your speed numbers, Ken. Good one, for sure. Let me advance this and see if there's anything else. Win, play, show, try, and super. Way to go, Kenny. Try there, 176 for $1 and what, 590 for $1 for the super. Good prices there for sure. All right, let me flip over to the chat, see if there's anything there. Anything you guys like here? Feel free to opine in. There are certainly a number of ways to go here for sure. I give the 2 a little bit of a chance here. It just needs to break. And a lot of times, especially in quarter horses where you see all these bad breaks and everything, eventually they'll get one like they got here. And that's the one where you need. Pace-wise, the 3 should be just get out and go. I mean, even some lugged in, 2 for 2 on kind of good trips. Away well, away best, and then, not so well. So that's kind of what you got to worry about here. Pick your poison on where you're going to get here. We can certainly look at what a try would play. Let's do something small. So The 4 as well, taking a lot of money. Ran second in them at Burke. Can't discount that. Second off the layoff, Paul Jones. He's 20% at 54 tries on this. So not something that's bad to go to. Had a good work back in September. Has raced since then. Not a good break. Bumped. Break in. 3 bad breaks. And then a good one just going. An 8-horse field on the inside. Now it's kind of stuck in the middle. This is one where you got to scratch your head on and go. You got to with the 3 or the 4, because the 3 is kind of the same thing, trouble wise. It's 2 for 2. This one's had 3 bad breaks. The 2 bad breaks as well. So really looking at who is going to break here. So we kind of go through this here and look and go, okay, this one popped. Trouble. Lots of trouble. A lot of these horses have a lot of trouble. Except for the 9, I don't know. Trouble's just probably not good enough. Same thing with the 7. Hit gate, lost iron. Those are all not good things, for sure. Noonan is the long shot. It just seems like it needs to improve, right? Because it broke in before and seemed to have 2 decent tries where it was very close. I mean, these were tight finishes. Definitely taking a big jump up in SOAR and GSR as well. And the win percentage is not good, but it is the long shot, and that may be one to look at. The 6, second-time starter, you can never kind of discard these guys. 4% off 24, I'm guessing that's like one time. Bad SOAR, bad GSR. So out of the bad bunch, you're probably looking at the 5. And with some obvious choices up front, but a lot of these horses need to break. And if you're talking about breaks, you probably want to think about going for some odds here for sure. I mean, the 9 with GSR being 64, even though it's 4%, we've seen a few of those single digits win tonight as well. Or is this all about the 4 and the 3? I think I prefer the 3 over the 4. But this is a tough one to come up with a combo for.
Thanks everybody for being here. I was it's cool because it's on Twitter, Chris, and like it was streaming through, so I was gonna repost. We appreciate everybody joining though. Marco, good to see you, man. It's Mike needs money. I love it.
Yeah, Mike money was last night, man. We're slowing our roll tonight. All right, Justin, I'm going to stop sharing and I'll let you take over.
All right. I don't know what I'm gonna play here, but the I might I think I still like the 3. Where'd you end up landing here? This horse is 2-1. The 4 is the favorite, which doesn't surprise me. Where'd you end up landing?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, I somewhat like the 9 a bit. 3rd off. The GSR fits. It just needs to improve. I'm looking for horses that improve. The 2 is another one. Can it get out? There's a lot of horses here that I was talking about that have problems from the gate, and the 4 is one of them, and the 3 is kind of hit or miss in terms of getting out and going. So the start here is super important.
Kenny's right though. The outside has been hot. We've seen a little bit of inside run, but the winners have been coming on the outside for sure.
Yeah, and that goes back to the 9, right?
Cindy, welcome. I love it. Good to see you, Jeff. Awesome. I'm glad you guys came by. We're watching football. I need Ty Chandler to get like 2 yards rushing. I'm behind by 0.15 points.
Yeah.
I played some bets to Ty Chandler as well as Jordan Addison. I haven't seen how Addison's done. I didn't even look. Rodney, welcome, brother. There's 14 races here. We're on race 5. Chris is on the East Coast, so I know he is not hanging until 1:30 a.m. in the morning Eastern time. He's shaking his head no.
No, I have about like 1 or 2 more in me. I have an early
1 or 2. I'm just messing with you. I will hang with you guys for a bit. I still have some time. I do have my kids, so I can't be here the whole time. I will tell you that I will not be here for all 14, but I will hang for a bit, even if Chris hops off. He's on the East Coast, so I totally understand. Dude, I was really excited. I was like, this is great. We were trying to get a show, this weekend, and I'm like, this is perfect. You got trials night at Los Al, so.
Yeah, and we're probably going to do a Black Friday Saturday, a Black Friday late show. Remington will be running. We might that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So probably somewhere around there, cover some night tracks for, I don't know, maybe a couple hours. And then we'll look at having something dialed up for a Saturday. I know Oldie is around. I don't know what your schedule is, Justin, but always, feel free if you can pop in.
I got both my kids getting ready to start basketball games, which makes it hard, y'all. Just so you know, my job is crazy. Basketball at least 3 days a week during the week, and then games on the weekend. So it's kind of a bit crazy. The Pick 6 show, Roy, for Del Mar. We love covering Del Mar. One of my most favorite tracks, if not. They have a carryover. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. You're not the one that has to get up in the morning.
Ken, there is a good Del Mar contest next weekend. I saw that. Great. They always have great racing. It's a little bit different this time of year than the summer meet, but it's an amazing spot. My most favorite. I was just talking to my girlfriend, Chris, last night about booking to go to Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, that would be obviously fun. What about the 1 here at pretty big odds? Third off,
1 at 42. It ran great in a 58 and 60. So, I mean, and the GSR goes up a little bit. I mean, so it's I mean, it could run. I could see it. I don't know. I've been so off tonight. The system. I'm a heavy use of the pace, and so I'm not going to get off of my game here. I'm using the 3, and I'm appreciating the 5-2, but that's just my perspective, man. I'm using the pace and the GSR here. That's it. I'm just using. I'm not even looking elsewhere. I'm just going to stick with it. Maybe the 1 underneath for me.
I can see that. I'm on the 3-2. I just bet the 3 to win. I mean, I'll take what they'll give me and go from there.
K Reed's my homie here locally. I'm just in CDA Redmond, K Reed, so we're close. Looks like Josh Dobbs coming back on the field. This guy came out of nowhere, man. He goes from having a starting job because Kyler Murray's hurt, does okay. And they're like, well, Kyler Murray's coming back. How much trade value can we get from you? Now he's starting in Minnesota, which is wild.
It is. Jefferson was supposed to be back tonight, but I guess he didn't activate him the day before. So
they haven't the last 2 weeks. I've been a little surprised, y'all. Right? I thought JJ, but to be honest, I think JJ's in contract year, if I remember correctly. So he's not at this point with the loss of Kirk Cousins. I think he'll come back, but he's not going to push it. He's going to come back when he's perfectly ready. Yeah.
That would just be my perspective on that situation. He's going to come back when he, I mean, if they're not in the playoff hunt, which they are, so, I think they're just taking it very cautiously.
You got two big favorites in the next two legs. Train Station V at 75%. And then in race 7, you've got the 9 Southern Divine at 52%. That 9 horses run second a lot. So got to ask yourself, the question there is, can the second pick up the pieces there?
Are you talking about in this race? What race are you talking about? Oh, yeah.
I was looking at doing a pick 3. You're looking at 5, 6, and 7. The 6 we agreed that was Train Station 5, and then Southern Divine is the 52% favorite in race 7. But that horse has run second 4 times in a row.
Well, that's the concern, man. But I mean, it looks to be much the best horse, but that's the issue. I mean, I thought the 3 was the horse to use here, maybe. I mean, the 7 could be as well, to be honest. I think this horse, I mean, but it does have a big pace number, is the only thing I would say.
It
Right?
does. Yeah, it's a square for a reason there, right? But
it didn't win this race, which is really concerning. Fine, it doesn't win this one. I mean, but why did it not win at 440 here?
I mean, it is cutting back now, but I mean,
this horse looks the thing is, these were all very tough races. And it ran all those second places. So, I mean,
now it comes in here as even money versus maybe a weaker field. Jordan Addison with a good catch there. I think that's only his second catch. I just looked. I thought he'd have about 4 or 5 catches in 60 yards, but there's still a lot of time in the game, though.
I know. I mean, I'm trying to probably beat this horse, I guess, Chris, but
I think the best horse to try and beat anybody here with is the 5. If you're trying, I mean, go with the long shot. It's been close. It just needs to improve.
Are you saying the 5? What?
5 in race 5.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could be right, man. I mean, it's what have we had? So an 8 that was a 2%, but at 86 pace, so that's fine. You go back to race 3. There's another 8, 3%. And then the 9 was the favorite as a big pace wins there. And then the 9 there it had a good pace number, but was the top EquinEdge pick. So I think that the EquinEdge picks have done well the first 2 races, and then you get 2 big prices. So I still love getting 5-2 on this 3 horse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Ken's not playing. You're not playing this one. I like my 5-2 on the 3. I mean, it is a tough race, though. I mean,
it is.
Noon it is. I mean, it's like, why is this horse the long shot? But it is for some strange reason. It could have picked a lot of other horses. I will tell you that.
It just needs to improve. I mean, it's been breaking well and running well and been right there. We'll find out tonight whether or not it's got enough to improve and go over the top. But the 3 is likely certainly the one I like the most. I got a win bet on the 3, and some other action bets on the 5.
They're still inside. There's definitely a delay, y'all. We are 0 minutes to post, but that is not where we are at. They're still inside. Jockeys are not even on horses yet. I
I don't know what the delay is. I turned the sound down. I could turn it. I'll turn it on and see if we can get an update here in a minute. If anybody in the chat, appreciate everybody being here.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. We love that you all are here though, but looks, I don't really know what's going on. If somebody was listening, feel free to tell us, but they're definitely not even up on horses yet or in the walking ring, so it'll be a little bit. Marco, 2 more weeks for JJ. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. You like the 6 and the 3-6 over 2-3-6 exacta. I mean, your 6 is 40-1. Get it. We've had 2 prices in a row. I mean, the 5 is the EquinEdge long shot. That's an interesting one for sure, too. I think I'm just sticking with the 3.
They tell us what's going on yet?
No, I turned the sound on too. I don't know, man. I got the in-house feed, but nothing from Rona. Oh, well, they're at least heading out now. Time to go.
All right.
I don't know. Something was up. We'll see.
That just means they got one more race after this. They've got a delay, yeah.
Yeah, right. The 9 is riled up, man.
Mm-hmm. Pastor. Ron Torbort growing a goatee. Pass interference. Patrick Surtain. No good.
Grabbed him, man. You can't do stuff like that. And then he picked the ball off.
Yeah. Stop interfering. Yeah, just throw the guy down. That'd be great if you could do that.
In Futurity Trials.
Just no rules.
That's your super USMC. Get it, brother.
Would love to see that. 3 on top over 256, 2567, 2567. So Ken, you're not playing. Well, Ken crushed the last few races. He probably only going to play a few more races later. That's well done, man. You did very well on those couple of races.
Kenny is focusing on shot 10. He is going to be
seriously.
Yeah, he's got a plan. He did some research. He's developing some stuff. He lives in Colorado, so it's not the middle of the fucking night like it is for me. Pardon my I used to play shot 10 all the time when I lived in California because that shit starts at like 8:30. But
I play it, man. I play it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last race goes off at 5 a.m.
There's so much money in those pools. Like I don't play it as much as I used to when I was in my 30s.
You don't get odds drops. You don't get any of that stuff there. But like you said, the last race goes off at 4:50 in the morning. I mean, I'm getting up to go head to the water closet at that time. So those aren't going to work for me. But good luck to Kenny. It's certainly a good place to play. If you can follow that and figure out the way to get it done, you will get paid if you're correct. Vikings touchdown.
Yeah, Dobbs ran it.
What are they doing, Justin? Are they thinking about having a race tonight, or?
Well, they were just out on the track right now. There's a 7 relief factor.
Post-parade.
Yeah, they're in the post parade. 8 horse looks good, 14-1, but I don't know. There's the 9 horse. there's definitely, a lot of high odds horses here, something like the 8 or 9 outside posts. We've seen those do well. Cindy talked about the 6, maybe to run well at a big price, 44-1, but I always respect her opinion. She's done very well as a handicapper and horse better. So, the 4 is the favorite at 8-5, and then the 3 is 2-1. Those are your 2 favorites. So,
yeah, that's what Nick likes the 4, Jose likes the 3, Chris Wade is 4-3-5-2. So he's putting that 5 in third. And that's something you could do if you're playing a try or something like that, is just single the 5 in third and build around that, because if you get a hit, you'll get a hit. I mean, that's not too shabby. You've got a pick 4 starting here. You've got a huge favorite in this race, in a pick 4 starting in race 6. We're on race 5 right now, but there'll be a pick 4 in the next one with 2 pretty big favorites in that sequence. And the same thing with race 8. Trusty Jess will take a lot of money at 53%. And then you kind of get a little bit of parity, I think, in that 9th race. But the 9th race is where the pick 6 starts. I almost wish they had a bet like, could you bet whether or not there's going to be a pick 6 carryover? Because just the amount of horses in here in the last suggests that it should be. There's just a ton. I mean, you got 9 times 6. There's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of horses in these races. And some of them, you've got big favorites or big opinions. And then after that, it kind of gets deep waters, right? Walk It Back in race 13 is going to take a bunch of money. Race 12, I think, is a race where there could be a number of opinions once you get past the first 2 or 3. Same thing with race 11. There's a pace, GSR. There's a lot of things that are close there.
These are tough races later. I mean, this is all these horses are about the same odds in race 11.
Yeah, race 10 probably has one of the bigger prices on shorter prices on the night. The 5, 8 Abwow, 6-5 in the morning line, 3-5 in the evening morning line. Top Pace 99, Top Soar, but the 1 who is the long shot,
Top GSR.
Mm-hmm. It's run a number of times, and it's run at the distance and got right there.
Yeah.
But kind of drifted at the end. So a good trip out of there for that 1. And it did kind of run well from the 1 hole. A Riadoso horse, 3rd star off the layoff here, but should be good.
All right, they're approaching the gate. Marco likes the 4. I like the 3. I'm with Luxury Brand here. The 4 is taking the money, getting 5-2 on the 3 here.
Yeah, Justin, we live or die on you and I live or die on the 3 hill.
Yeah, I mean, I just made a decision here. I'm playing a 3 over the 5 of Exacta as well. I don't know why this 5 horse is long shot. You're not getting much. I'm not getting 12-1, but maybe we'll float up here late. Currently 13-1.
All right.
I think the 3 horse is going to be tough. The 4, though, I can see it, Marco. I mean, they're both going to probably go. We'll see who goes off the favorite. The 4's been the favorite kind of the whole time. Looks like Denver has the ball. 3rd and 3. Russell Wilson drops back, does his spin, chucks it. Nobody is home. 4th down, Minnesota get the ball back. 6 minutes left in the 3rd. We are on trial number 5, Los Al 2 million Futurity Trials. Great night of racing at Los Alamitos,
California. We have a great, awesome
The field is preparing to
drone coverage at Los Al. If you guys watch the feed, we can't show it, but we'll listen in. Denver just punted
Rodrigo is 7.
into the end
Slips
zone.
off number 7, Relief Factor behind the gate. Relief Factor loading minus the jockey. A Political Streakin is in gate 1. They are 2 of 4.
Looks like loading.
Flipping holder.
Good luck on your bets. K. Reed, good luck,
Brand,
man.
Number 3 and AJ Bad Temptation number 9.
That's his pick 3. You're playing against the 2 favorites, going all outside 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good luck. Not a bad play, man. You're looking for a price here.
Set, and here comes Noon it is with Mask Mandate. Rocking with Energy about to come forward.
4 looks like it's going to go off the favorite. 6 to 5,
Relief
probably.
Factor after that grey loaded riderless. They're just about ready. Favorite Politician is going to be the last to link up. 6 to 5, number 4, Rockin' with Energy. 5 to 2, number 3, Luxury Brand. Ready? A Political Streak and acting up in
1,
gate 1.
not happy.
The jockey has been forced from the saddle.
I don't think they're backing out. Looks like he's getting back aboard.
Maybe.
Ready again?
Yep.
Racing. Rockin' with Energy away poorly. Luxury Brand off fairly
3
well.
broke good.
Contests the
4
lead
did
back
not break
with
well at
Relief
all.
Factor and also
4 is
there
running very
AJ
weird.
Bad Temptation on the extreme outside. Luxury Brand sprinting through strongly. Rockin' with Energy's coming
4
off.
coming back.
Relief Factor out wide. It's
4.
Rockin' with Energy, I believe, from Relief Factor.
4 was
Luxury
much
Brand.
the best
Very
horse.
slim margins
Very
separating
weird
that
trip.
trio, and out wide, Favorite
3 gave it up
Politician
at the
was getting
end.
out
4,
in a hurry.
it might have even come 4, 7, 3.
4 broke awful.
Photo.
Still won the race, though.
It's going to be a tough time there, though. Like, they got to be breaking. Only, I think, 2 horses or 3 horses have broke 20 seconds so far. So I don't, there's not many spots to qualify here. Just because the horse runs the race doesn't mean it's going to get in the field.
The 7 ran a big race at 5 to 1. I think got up for second place. Was rolling late. I think came second. 4-7-3 it looked like. 7 almost won. Yeah, 4-7-3.
Race number 6 has big favorite, Train Station B. So we'll see that race here shortly.
I think Los Al, the Mountaineers done. They were racing for a little bit, but
Chris, join us back here in a minute. Looks like Minnesota got the ball. Ty Chandler in the backfield. This is the young kid. He started to get a lot more playing time last week. Oh, Hawkinson wide open. Oh, that's not even Hawkinson. That's a different
tight end, but that guy was wide open. Oliver.
Snippy, good to see you. 3 horse gave it up, man. The 4 horse broke awful, but it was much the best, obviously.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. We just can't seem to get a winner here.
I know, right? It was close, but
The time 20.112.
I don't. That's
Second, 7 Relief Factor.
I don't know how great that time is going to be. To me, 20.11. Probably on the board, but I think 3 horses have broke 20 seconds so far, Chris. 2 or 3.
You want to do harness?
No.
I'm only kidding.
I mean, I would be blindly just betting the. Dude, did you see that wreck though the other night?
Oh, that was horrible.
I hope all those people were okay. I'd never seen anything like that, man. I mean, that jockey must have, or do they call him a jockey or they call, I don't, but he must have flown in the air like 15, 20 feet, man. I mean, that was brutal. I never seen anything like that. Race 6 up in, well, we're behind now about 20 minutes. That was a big delay. 4-horse wins easy there. Well, not easy, but got up over the 3. 7 comes second. Rockin' with Energy broke bad and still won.
Yeah.
Oh, did he, Jeff? I mean, that was brutal, man. I'd never seen anything like it. I hope that guy's okay from,
nothing worse. I mean,
race 4/4/2020, Biddy Duke. They scammed you. Rex, I'm sorry to hear that. I've seen, yeah, I mean, that's lame, brother. We're just covering it for trials, man. I'm glad you're here, though. I mean, you're going to open up with the big favorite now, Chris, in race number 6, the 8-horse.
Oh, yeah. Huge.
I mean, currently 1-9. This is the horse that won the Golden State Million Futurity back in October. October. I mean, this horse won easy.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I mean, this particular one here is going to have to do a lot to lose here. What is his odds right now?
1-9. It has 82.59 of a $9,000 win pool. So
that's a lot. A ton.
I mean, when we beat this horse, the one Nate broke his wrist, another one broken ribs. Yeah, dude, that was Marco. Marco, good call on the 4 there. That was nicely done. No, I think Rex, he's talking about a harness race, man. It was really brutal. It was like last night or the night before. A big wreck. I mean, it was.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Unfortunately, all the horses were okay.
Drivers, Marco.
The drivers have a lot of injuries that are going to, one guy had 2 broken forearms. So.
They had that F1 race in Vegas this weekend.
Yeah.
Anybody go to that? I have a buddy who went. He said it was wild. I'm like, that's pretty cool, man.
It was like $130 to valet at Bellagio. It was crazy. They all the overpasses. They put blockers up and kept people off so you can watch the race for free.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might have been at Yonkers, Marco. You might be right. All right. Are you trying to, you're going to beat this 8-horse?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any chance the 8 loses here. Man, that 3-horse just gave it up.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, 3 for 4 at the GSR with the second, lifetime 4 for 7 with never been worse than second. This one's going to be really tough. The 4 is the second EE pick, and it's like a ton of odds, but yeah, it's hard to get around this 8.
I mean, kind of romped here in the Golden State Million. Was a step slow, and then says it spurted away.
We should have had Kenny host tonight because Kenny's killing.
Marco's not playing. Kenny, are you gonna play this race? The 8's been lucky for Kenny, but I mean, are you getting any value? I mean, what are you getting on your exacta probables? So you're getting 4-1 to the 8-2. You're getting 16-1 to the 8-4.
Yep.
I
mean,
mean
there's only $2,800 in the pool right now, so that's obviously going to change as we get closer. But I don't see the 8. The 8 probably go off at 1-5, maybe. I mean, people are going to take shots. These are 2-year-old races, and anything can happen. But this horse is pretty badass, right?
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Marco skipping this one. I could see it, man. I mean, cold pick 4. What's up, P? Maybe. I
Did
don't.
you guys score?
Yeah, I won.
Did he score the TD?
We should have your kids pick the races.
Yeah.
He
See what
just
they
said,
got here.
did you hear him? He'll come in
What is-
here. He'll come in here and pick some horses.
You got
Yeah.
pick 4 there. 8, 3, 7, 3, 4. This one's rough, man. I mean, the 8, the 3 in the next. There's certainly some chalk here.
This is an interesting race here. The 2, though, that's a low GSR, but 4 here, 83. See that I don't know if I trust it. I mean, who's the favorite here? This horse, these 2 horses. Wow, with a 5.
Denver, 2nd and 9.
I don't know if I could play cold here, Jeff. I mean, you could.
It's always available.
I mean, you could just. I mean, all these horses are big favorites. The 3 there, the 2 is that's just a very low GSR for this horse. Is the problem.
Mhm.
But
we've seen those win tonight. The low GSR horses. So
yeah, I mean, this horse is the top pace and is the second EquinEdge pick. I mean, all the win percent's going to the 3, but
yeah,
I mean, it's Cervantes Arosa, so it's that's an interesting horse for sure. I'll probably for sure play that horse. I might play a pick 4 here, I guess. I don't know.
You could single that too. I mean, if you hit that too, you're certainly getting value there for that sequence, even with the 8. I mean, if you're going to go with the 8, you've got to eliminate at least 2 more favorites and to have anything here.
4 horses, the long shot. Hasn't won a race, but run well. Yeah, I mean, send this horse around the hook, man.
Mm-hmm.
This horse brought pretty fast.
I mean, one of 58 last out at 300 has run at 400 yards here in a trial, 66 and, was 10%, ran 20-40, brushed at the start and weekend. So, I mean, that'd be your biggest concern on a horse like this.
That early pick 4 paid $3,500.
Well, because it had those 2 8s.
Uh-huh.
He likes the 4 in race 9, Rodney. The Jose. That's the horse that the system wants to single to in like a cheap ticket. I mean, there it wants to. Wow. I can't. Hold on. Probably single to 8 and
Yeah, and then the 3 here, because that's the horse, though, maybe you try to beat. The system wants to spread in that race. It doesn't like any of these horses, really.
Mm-mm.
It likes the 4, but it's an interest. This race, the odds are so interesting. All these
Yeah.
horses are very close.
Once you get past the 8, I mean, the numbers are all nuts after that. What your second choice is? What, 33 to 1? I mean, that's how much money is on the 8. The 8
I mean,
in the win pool currently, there's $13,652, and the 8 has 12,000 of it.
Mm-hmm. No show wagering.
No.
And it's got 1451 of the place money. This horse finishes 3rd. You get big balloons in the 1st and 2nd spot for sure. So Kenny might be cooking up a pick 6 that I could be interested in. So just waiting him to see if he finalizes something. Might drop it in the chat as a share. And that should pay well.
The pick 6 tonight will be very interesting.
I mean,
yeah, it starts in like 2 hours, I think.
Oh, I love it, man. $789, Nick. I mean, I'm trying to. I guess. I mean, if you beat the 8 here, it's going to pay gigantic. I just don't know if the horse is beatable.
No, I think you have to figure out like what you're going to do with that horse. You're either going to put it in the top spot or slot it somewhere else. I think that's typical, Nick. You see a lot of outside winners, especially at Los Al. I just don't think there's been anything good inside. I mean, the 4 won the last, so they haven't been all outside, but that's kind of where they drew.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's it could be cold with a bunch of chalk, but I don't know. I mean, you have a 75% horse, a 52% horse, and a 53% horse.
Yeah.
I mean, if this thing went cold, it'd pay like $5. I don't know if that. I don't know. $8 maybe.
All right, go to race 13, just for fun.
The late look at the 2-horse GSR, man.
Between the 6, 7, and 9 here, where are you at?
Race 13.
Mm-hmm. 6, 7, and 9.
The 5 bad favorite.
That's what we're thinking.
I mean, it won its first race, just last race at 440.
Yeah. You know what Scotty will tell you about winning back-to-back.
I mean, it won a stakes race. Gosh, it hadn't actually won a race and then finally wins there. I mean, the horse improved. I mean, this horse is a player for sure.
Yeah, but if you got to look at the 6, 7, and 9, and you can only take 2 there. Who is it gonna? Which 2 is it gonna be between the 6, 7, and 9?
I'd probably take the 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
That's probably what I would do. I mean, the 7 is the top pace, man. I mean, Pinata rides for Gomez. I mean, and then the 2 is a little bit interesting at 14%, but that horse hasn't won a race. And
Yeah.
at the 6, I mean, this horse won 2 in a row. I mean, the win percent drops because it's very much easier, but this horse has raced well these last 2 races and got 1566 last out at 300. Jumps up in GSR 19 points, man. This horse. So Andrade, I wonder how many horses Elena has here, but this might be her hope to try to qualify. I mean, look at the GSR jump, dude. 19 points.
Yeah.
You know, in the morning line points you to this horse even further at 9-2. I'm going to play this horse for sure. Late. You know, that's a good call. The late pick, I'll probably play the late pick 4. I'll probably be after we get off the show, but
I think Kenny's got something cooking for us. So
I love the 6 as a play there. The 7 too. I'd play that exacta probably.
Oldie's home. Show's going well, Oldie. Justin and I's betting are not so much. Kenny's been killing it, so I think he is cooking up a pick 6 that he'll have a share for. I am going to get at least. I'm going to take 20% of that. What he's got cooking. So Kenny's been on. I'll ride the hot hand.
I'm gonna try to. I guess maybe I'll play this. I don't really know. This race, it wants to spread all types of stuff. 3 horse here I thought was dangerous, so I'd definitely use. You know, Chris, we talked about this race a lot. I mean, this horse does not have a high GSR, but it's the second pick. This horse is going to be completely overlooked, probably.
The thing is, you got to ask yourself, like, the 8-2 exacta is paying $3, 3-1. The 2 is paying 18-1. What does that 2 pay to place? Does it pay more than $3? Because you're better off not betting the exacta there. But lots of money. I mean, all but $3,000 is on the 8 to win.
It's pretty wild, man. I'm gonna play that pick 4. I think I'm gonna try to beat this horse because it'll pay gigantic, and then I'm gonna try to beat this 3 horse too. So, I mean, if this hits, it'll, you know, even if the 8 wins, it'll still pay okay. But if the 8 doesn't win, like, it'll have the potential to pay gigantic. I mean, I think this horse is going to be tough to beat, but you know, it's the highest win percent probably all day. To be honest, the system says 1-5. You know, won the Golden State Million last out at end of October. It could just be absolutely just run him off the feet and be gone. But we'll see. You know, I the 2 or 4 maybe can improve, but you know, I'm. You know, the 8 man is still 1-9. I don't think this horse will probably move off 1 tonight.
No.
Good luck if you're playing, y'all. They are approaching the gate.
17-12 Denver, 4th quarter, 12:37 to go.
I am ahead in fantasy football by 2 points, so that's a good thing.
All right. Keep it rolling.
They're approaching the gate, y'all. They're running a little bit behind tonight. It's gonna be a long night for the crew out there. They will. I bet you that they finish about
2 o'clock.
11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern. I would agree with you, Chris. That's probably about when it will be done. Long night ahead.
All right, Justin, check our 3-man chat. I don't know if you've got funds in your Twin Spires account, but that's what Kenny's got cooking. I will drop this in the YouTube chat as well.
Hold on, let me grab it. Let me see. Okay. I see it. All right. Oh, okay. I haven't done one of these in a bit. Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, give me 10 seconds.
Sure. I will look at this in the morning when I wake up.
You're good. Yeah.
For my early morning meeting. It's in the YouTube chat.
Good time number 2. And
It's
trade
in the
Good luck,
stretch
UFC.
flipping holders.
Stretch run chat.
The top 2 in the wagering loading first.
There you
Single
go.
to the 8. I think it's a good play. I mean, you and then you go 2 deep in race 8. You're using the 2, which I like, and then not using that favorite either, which the 3 horse using the 8. So good luck, man.
That starts race 9.
The middle pick 4 pool is
105,000 in the middle pool. That's
Favorite
pretty
player
good,
has
man.
moved in.
It's the middle pick 4 pool.
Carver John Cash.
Yeah.
7 chairs left.
They're loaded. 9 is coming up.
On the tote board.
Looks like Denver is trying to
Ready
make
to
it a
go.
game. They're loaded. Here we go. Big favorite in the 8.
Racing. Train station V begins beautifully out wide. The
Huh.
best he's begun in his life. And surely
The
this is a
best he's
foregone
beginning in his
conclusion.
life, man.
Mark
That horse
Marquez,
is flying.
Train
It's going to
station
win by
V opening up an enormous margin.
2 going to run a good race, but
Executed
so are the 4.
perfectly. The Golden State Million winner
1, 2,
is
3.
again
Probably
demoralizing the opposition with good touch.
wins by 4 lengths, maybe. Much the best.
Yeah, you got 2 to 1 on your exacta there.
Yeah,
Good
the 2 and 4 ran second, third. It looked like, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, before at least I sign off, let's roll through Kenny's pick 6. So go to
Yes, Jeff.
you up here. Go to race 9. Let's talk this through.
Here. All right, you want me to do pick 6?
Yeah, go to race 9. We'll just flip through it. We don't have to do the ticket generator. I've got his ticket up here. So he's 7-9 in leg 1.
How much was this ticket?
$288.
And he was 7-9 in the first leg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No 4. Toss the fave. Yeah, I mean, okay.
168 in leg 2.
Oh, darn it. What'd you say, 7-9? I tried to lock it. Missed it.
7-9 leg 1.
All right. And then leg 2 was
168.
1. Whoops. 6 and 8. No 5. No 2. Lock that.
7-8 in leg 3.
Where
Hold
do
on,
you
man.
see the people that
Okay.
are talking?
I'll show you. 7-8 in leg 3.
Correct.
No 3 or 4. Okay. All right.
489 in the next.
Is he doing a pick six?
No one.
This is the first race.
It's a little bit. All right. We're
No 6, right? 489.
489 in
yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
And then in the second to last leg, he is 6-7.
6-7, right? I think this 6 horse is a great bet. I probably single this horse maybe in the late pick 4 or go too deep here. I love just going 6-7. That's I love that there.
3-9 in the last.
EquinEdge long shot, and then the horse 9.
I'm on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. I think that's right.
288.
Yep. The 8 smoked him, Jeff.
That was crazy. I mean, it wasn't even close, to be honest.
No, that was
Ran a 1976.
I
mean,
that time is going to be hard to beat.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be your favorite, likely for the Los Al 2 million. I mean, just blew him away. That came 824, which wasn't surprising to all of us.
No.
Rodney, Rodney got the super ice cold. Well done, man. I mean, that's at least, you hit it ice cold like that, it's still going to pay well, right? I mean, 8 on top, you found everything underneath. The 6 ended up running 4th. So,
Ooh, San Francisco 49.
No, it's not a bad ticket. I mean, it's got a good mix of not a lot of chalk. So if it does hit, it should pay well. I mean, it could even, if it goes 5 or 6, you get the right ones, you could get money back on that for sure.
Yeah. No, for sure. I agree.
you got one more in you, or are you hopping off?
How many minutes do we have?
Well, it doesn't really know because they were running behind. It says 16. So that's at the top of the hour.
I mean, this 9 horse Southern Divine is 52%. I mean, are we gonna this horse looks to just, I mean, is a political reason. I think we talked about this horse earlier, maybe, or but the Southern Divine has big pace number again, but this horse has 4 second places, Chris, we talked about.
Yeah, it does. And that's part of the problem there. All of those seconds, right? Because it just develops a habit where it kind of gets run by, kind of like we saw with that 3 horse we liked earlier, where Marco beat us with the 4. Thanks, Marco.
Yeah.
You pop on the show, haven't seen you in a minute, and you're beating us. That's unfriendly.
Rodney, what does super pay?
What did the super pay? The super paid $4.02 for a dime.
I mean, what?
Yeah, for a buck, it paid $40.
$40 to 1. So I mean, 824
pays $400.
6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the pick 3, 848, 61.90.
The pick 3.
62 bucks. Yeah. 848.
That's what happens though, man, when you can beat favorites, right? I mean, here that horse paid really well, nearly 20 to 1 or 18 to 1 on that 2 horse. So,
Well, and look at that. I mean, the try paid 9, almost 10 to 1 for 824. The top EE picks were 842. So, I mean, there's ways to make money there if you're willing to just, You know, you bet that for $10 and you're getting 10 to 1
Mm-hmm.
based upon the top, you know, pretty much the top picks.
Yeah, I mean, it came 8-2-4. It was 8-4-2. So either way, I mean, play the 8-2-4 try there is perfect. Race 7, 14 minutes, 13 minutes, Chris. 9 big favorite, 4-5. Not like we saw in the last race, but still another big favorite at 52%.
I mean, did Michael Rono like that 8 or what in the last? I mean, he was pretty pumped about that one.
Was he?
Yeah, well, you could hear it in the call.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the horse smoked the field. I mean, much the best. I mean, Chandler ran a fake punt. Dude, that's what I like to see, man. Charlie, he did give me the win already. He's good, man. And now they got what's his name in the game, Madison, who has done nothing. I love seeing that for Chandler, though. I was up a couple points, so I played him in some bets with Addison. I think I need Addison still for like 30 yards, though. I just saw the end of that play, though. That was awesome. They hiked it right to him, man. And he just runs it. Nobody had any idea. That's a great play. You know, Chris, is the 7 or 3. I mean, the source has, I mean, these are all tough races, 56, 64. So 70 runs there. I mean, this horse finally gets a little bit of relief in a Futurity trial. They're not as tough as these, this says, but
the 9's just taking a ton of money. I mean, 52%. It may be more of the same as we've seen. I would like the 3 over the 4 just on price here, but where was that 6 horse? That was later on in the sequence, right?
that's like race 13.
Yeah, that's like the middle of REM sleep for me.
Oh man,
You may be still here talking about it, but I won't be.
You 2 shares left, you said.
Uh-huh.
We're probably gone now.
The thing is that it's a good ticket in terms of just price spacing, right? Because you don't have the favorite in every leg. So if that happens, you're not going to end up with, oh, hey, we hit it and it paid nothing. So if it does cash, it should pay fairly decent, and that's what you're kind of looking for. Those $2 old school pick 6. I don't know. Something tells I'm in, but something tells me that this may be one where it might be a carryover into Saturday. So
yeah, I think it could. I agree with you. I would not be surprised at all to see it carry over. Not one bit.
No, and you can see. I mean, what's interesting is, we're almost on 3 years of the first chat we did doing this and whatnot, and there were some Los Al pick 6s where we hit 5 of 6 for like $8,000. So those can pay. The $2 denomination is a separator, because this is not Woodbine where you can play a 20-cent pick 5 and include just crap tons of horses and have it not cost too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to play that double and just I'm going to stick with the 2 horse here in the next. I mean, this is move on over. You'll get an amazing price on this horse, I would guess.
On J Brave Boogie?
No, on move on over in the 8th race.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Oh no, not here. I mean that horse is gonna get a big price. Second time starter. I mean, yeah, good. I would love to see a horse like this win. I mean,
I mean, you never know, man. It's Monte Rosa Cervantes.
Mhm.
I mean that horse could. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the horse.
It's a powerful combo for sure. All right. The pick six is sold out. So good luck to everybody that's in it. Thanks everybody for joining again. Hit the like button. Good luck, Kenny. Yeah, good ticket. Hope it hits. Would be
That's
nice.
I think either way. I mean, there's a
lot of potential on the late part of the card. There's a lot of favorites here, the heavy favorites. Later on, you can see there's not as many, it looks like.
No, we saw that early, right? We talked about it at the top. It's just pick five paid $3,500. There were many different ways to go there, and in terms of where you want to land, and a lot of this, especially when you get really close, tight competition, except for that last race, it becomes contentious. And with these horses, going 400 yards, if you don't break well, you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Tampa starting up.
When do they start?
Wednesday, opening day. So
are you going?
Me and Oldie have to talk about trying to get some Tampa going here once they get rolling. They'll be running Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and then in late December, the Sundays will pick in. So should be good. There's a lot of new folks coming up, folks from the past. Purses have been raised by $5.6 million, courtesy of the state of Florida. Gulfstream got some of that money as well. So it should be interesting. I see Jamie Ness is back.
Jamie Ness is back to Tampa?
Yeah, and my old friend that used to be a jockey at Los Al and now a trainer, CC Perkinson, is out in Tampa. Lots of folks coming in. Gerald Bennett will be there, of course, perennial leading trainer. Kathleen O'Connor has a bunch of stalls, so it should be pretty. It should be pretty tight. But always like Tampa. We have a few sources there. At least once or twice, we hit a pretty decent horse there. So. Alabama Slammer, I think, was the best one we've had in the last couple of years. So should be fun. They got a 2-day contest coming up after the first of the year. If it's not on Valentine's Day, maybe we can get Kenny out for it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
5 minutes to post here for race 7. The 9, 3 to 5, taking all the money. The 9-4 is the favorite in the exactas. There's a double here in this race, Justin. And the combos are 9-9, paying 4 to 1 for $1. 9-3 is the second choice at $5, 5 to 1.
What's it pay to the 2?
13 to 1 to the 2.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm playing 2, 3, 4, 9 into the 2. Yes.
2, 3, 4, 9 into the 2 is what he says. 2, 3. I said 2 into the 2. So 2, 2 is 5. 3, 2 is 47. What was the other one?
4.
41. And the 9 is 13 to 1.
What was the 3?
3 is 47 to 1.
All right. Apolitical Reason, that's the 3 horse, long shot. 9 big favorite, big pace number. I mean, this horse might just outside post, you know, it gets a little bit of a drop here. So gets out of a tough Futurity there and then a big grade 2 stakes race. So only has one win, but does probably get some amount of relief versus this field of 2-year-olds. So, you know, many of these have not won yet. You can see that with the 1, the 6, the 8, and the 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 3, 4, 7 have all at least won a race. The 7, you know, you look here, this horse ended up running in the Ed Burke and running 4th. So I didn't even use this. Maybe this horse has a little bit of a look as the second pace. I mean, Laura rides for Alman, but I don't know. I didn't love these last couple races, would be my opinion on this. I mean, didn't break well. So if you forgive the braking issues, lunged, bumped, had no shot here. You'd have to scratch that race.
I can tell you eventually they get out clean. And those are the horses at odds that you'll find that win. And you just have to, you know, some of this is a hope and a prayer to kind of get there, right? And a lot of it is like, what is around you? One of the most important things, I think, when you look at these, if you like the 4 or the 1 or whatever horse, look at the ones on the other two sides. Do they have problems breaking in? Do they have problems, you know, are they going to compromise your runner? Because that can certainly happen. We've seen that happen a couple times tonight. Tight game here with 5 minutes to go, 17-15. Minnesota certainly needs a win to keep up. Denver certainly hopeless in the AFC West amongst the other 3 teams. I mean, the Chargers lost. The Raiders gave it a good shot today, just weren't good enough, and yes, Miami.
Seahawks lost. That doesn't surprise me, though, man.
No, it's you know, it's looking more like the cream's going to rise to the top. Like you're looking Chiefs, Eagles. It's a lot of the shiny teams.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to beat this 9. That's the pick 3 I'm playing. I still think, you know, the 2 horse in the next race is some of the best value, and then the 6 in race number 13 was the other one.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We won't see you till probably after. Thanks again for joining. Feel free to hit that like button again. And we appreciate you for sure. Sign up for a subscription or try it out for a day, a weekend, or whatnot. Reasonably priced, but certainly something to work with here. So, all right, we got company. Kid got a beer there or what? He's drinking. What's he drinking?
No. I'm watching the end of the game here. We appreciate everybody. I'll probably hop off with you after this race, Chris. It's Sunday night, so I got to get these kids ready for school and stuff. But it's been fun. I think everybody, I do think, Chris, we talked about the 6th and the 13th race. I think will be, you know, will be really good value. I think the late pick 4 is interesting. Is the sequence that I think is really interesting. Ken, good luck on the pick 6. I grabbed some shares. This is
I think you know, once we get Turfway going here at night in the winter, that's always a fun one. That's crazy to figure out. Maybe we'll do a few more of these night shows and whatnot. If you guys like it, you know, comment, let us know. Something to do. But Turfway will definitely be upon us soon, and that place can get crazy fairly often.
Yeah, when does it start?
I want to say the early part of December. And then, of course, after December 26th, Santa Anita starts, and we get kind of into the winter racing, into the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll have some decent things planned. Probably do some contests and whatnot. So see where we're at.
Colin, welcome, brother. We are covering some Los Al 2 million trials. They'll probably get hop off after this though, Colin. 9
Only
horse
says
favorite.
first week of December for Turfway.
Oh, that's when it kicks off.
Yeah, you got to get creative there, man. Turfway is not a place to not get creative. All sources. I mean, I it was like a year ago or 2 years ago at Turfway. I hit a pick 3 for like $4,000 there.
Yeah, dude, it's wild, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally big balloons, but you've got to dump favorites, second choices, third choices. You got to kind of go deep and again get creative. And there are certain trainers that have decent angles there, and they'll have multiple horses in. So, and the fields are big. It's decent stuff.
Yeah, they're running on the synthetic course there too, which is
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I see them running a snowstorm there before.
I know, it's awesome, man. I love it there. It's good betting for sure. I mean, it's
Bejarano wins a lot of races there, and look for prices. That's the thing. Look for prices. Try and toss faves, second choices, and whatnot, and put stuff together. They're getting close.
Yeah, they're behind the gate. I'm gonna turn the sound on. We appreciate everybody for joining. It's been fun. 2 horse in the next race, great value in race 8. The 6 horse in race number 13 would be the other one I would be looking to play as a price. Nine currently 3 to 5, big favorite. I gotta imagine that 8 horse has the fastest trial time in the last race. I think there are 3 or 4 horses now below 20 seconds. So
coming up into line, flipping holders in play for number 2, J Brave Boogie, number 4, Exculpatory, 5, AJ Hot Boy,
3 getting no love, which is a little surprising. Apolitical Reason with Cruz Menendez. This horse definitely I thought was interesting. I think the 7 is interesting too. If you're trying to get around the 9. I used the 2, Ken, 100%, man. I agreed, Ken. I used it here. 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. It's Cervantes. I mean, this horse could blow up the board. I don't disagree with you.
And don't forget to sign up for our coaching classes. They are free. There's only one this week on Wednesday. Thursday is obviously off. We're not doing one Friday night because we're probably going to do a show, Oldie and I. I don't know if Justin, if you're around, you want to hop on, feel free. And then probably one on Saturday. But they're typically Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I have the Friday night one at 8 p.m. Always playing some Remington and looking for prices and looking at Saturday racing.
Thank you very much. Most of these runners have moved into the game.
Most loaded. Denver 4th and 3, down by 5. Has to get this. Does have 3 timeouts, but
he has a little bit of time off from the set. Nice.
Wilson drops back, doesn't know what to do. He might run, and then he lofts it. Cortland Sutton, what a catch, man, if he caught that. Oh, and a flag? Wow. That was a great catch. They're about to go.
Racing. Southern Divine begins straight and fast. So does
3 horse running big race, but 9 horse on the outside.
Matching strides with Southern Divine coming past the gap.
9 looks tough. 1's running big race too.
Southern Divine kicks right away from Overbet and Mr. Favorite.
9 gonna win for
Southern
fun.
Divine, the filly, has won convincingly. Mr. Favorite Jess on the inside.
She smoked him 9 over 1. It looked like it 11 to 1.
Yeah, those big win percentages tonight have been tough for sure.
Yeah, 52%. I mean, last race too had was the chalk in the 8, and then the race before that had the 4, which was also 42%. So the win percent's been dominating in the last few races.
for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that, that we get to this race, I think it's the 3 going to do the same. The 2 is the sneaky horse, is the top pace horse here. And it's the second EquinEdge pick. Does not have a great GSR, but you're likely. I'll be curious, Chris, before we hop off, let's see what this horse opens up at.
Who, the next race?
Yeah, the 2.
I think the 2 is going to take some money for sure.
You do? I would be surprised. I mean, I don't. We'll see. I'm curious. I mean, I guess it is Cervantes or Rosa, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but the three should take most of the money there. But we'll see what First Click does, and then we'll hang it up for the night. So again, good to see everybody. Thanks for joining. Always fun to get together. We haven't done one of these Los Al shows where that's really the only game in town. I mean, there's not even any Australia racing tonight. What are they doing? Usually they have a bunch of stuffs running.
Yeah, is there no Aussie racing?
I mean, there's they don't start for another 20 minutes. Yeah,
they're just late because, they're just late. You too, Colin. Have a great Thanksgiving. And you too, Jeff. Marco, Ken, everybody.
We got Japan racing going on now at Urawa. They have an all-weather track there in Japan. You know what they call it?
What?
Dirt.
Yeah.
They call it an all-weather track, and it's dirt. People are like, well, what is it? It's dirt. It works in all kinds of weather. It has for hundreds of years.
It's awesome.
Oldie, how did the cheerleading go? Did you get a ribbon or a badge? Did you do any moves?
I thought it was dance.
I want to see Oldie do a cheerleading routine. That would be
Second place, no bueno. That's still good though.
Place. What did it pay to place? I'm sure the adults gamble on this stuff, right?
Oh, it was cheer.
Yeah, but they gotta have a few bucks here and there. I know one of my brother, who's 5 years younger than me, when he played sports, we would the people in the stands, we'd set our own lines for basketball or whatever it was. This thing go official yet? Or we'll probably have like a 9-minute inquiry now on like 4th place.
Though it only ran at 20:01, so it didn't get under 20 seconds. But I definitely probably middle of the pack qualifying time. Nothing like the 8 horse in the last
I mean, that's as close as you can get to sub 20 as you can, right? 20.01.
Rory said, if you ain't first, you're last.
Most of the time.
Hey, Jesus Ayala at the that horse probably has a great chance to qualify. Southern Divine. Exacta came 9-1, paid $8.80 for $1. So,
although I wouldn't mind having a horse running in the $20 million Saudi Cup running second, because that's not bad money at all.
2 horse opened up at 7-1. 3 horse opened up at 6-5 is your favorite. So, I think that the 2 horse here is interesting in race 8 as we log off. But Trusty Jess, big favorite, 53%. But top pace goes to the 2, and it's the second EquinEdge pick.
So there was a mandatory tonight. Oldie, is that what you're telling us in the cheer competition? Is that what I'm reading? Mandatory?
Yeah. Winner take all, mandatory.
Single ticket jackpot?
Yep. Only one winner, like Rory said.
Maybe we could between you, me, and Oldie get an app, and we could call it Cheer Duel. And we can wager on that. All right, folks. Thanks for joining. It's been fun. Have a good week. We'll see you at the end of the week, and check Oldie's account, Twitter account, and you will find the link to the chat if you want to engage.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Jeff, for joining. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.
Have a good Thanksgiving. See you, Justin.
You too.
You too, man. Thanks, Jeff.
Bye.